free. So call Brown & Crouppen, where we don't get paid unless you do. And your first consultation is free.
Buddy.
What do you say, buddy?
Man, life comes at you fast. 1 minute you're cruising home, the next flashing lights in your rear view.
And that's when you need backup. With the Legal Buddy app, you can connect to a local attorney in seconds.
Seconds? Not waiting days for a callback?
Nope, right away. DWI, car accident, criminal charge, traffic ticket, Legal Buddy's got your back.
So it's like having a lawyer in your pocket.
Exactly. Someone ready to step in the moment you need them, no matter the situation.
That's peace of mind.
That's Legal Buddy.
We're always going to be buddies, right?
All right, where do I get this?
Just download the Legal Buddy app at LegalBuddyApp.com. Register and use code LEGAL for your chance to win a $250 Amazon gift card.
Nice. Tickets, accidents, legal trouble, you're covered.
The Legal Buddy app, always on your side. Download it today. Enter code LEGAL for your chance to win a $250 Amazon gift card.
Buddy, you don't get much better than this.
Yep.
The Lou Information Station presents Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Janssen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
Let's go. 8:05 on a Wednesday. Get up and get them in. Go to YouTube, type in Lou Info, and chat away. We also have a text line you could chime in on, 314-590-3770. We're doing our thing in the J. Randolph Jr. Studios in Kirkwood, Missouri. Hot Take Central 2.0 coming at you. Cam Janssen, Jimmy the Cat Hayes, Matthew Tardy, Rockio. Woo!
I can't believe you dropped that.
Tardy?
He's never late.
No.
So you don't pound him on
I
that.
didn't mean to.
I'm not going to scream about the people's grandmothers who shouldn't be on the road, but
Oh, son of a gun. What'd they do?
we're just going to do the show.
What did they do to you?
Everyone's lovely. Great.
Oh.
It's a great city.
Oh.
There's definitely enough people.
Whoa.
There's definitely enough commerce happening in the city for there to be
Whoa.
traffic. It makes complete sense.
Whoa.
It's definitely not people being morons,
Oh, God.
cowards,
I want to see a dash
Rock's
cam.
in the holiday spirit.
Wow.
idiots, fools,
Man, I feel like people
useless
are everywhere
chunks
though, right
of
now.
meat, driving 2,000 pound death machines that they have no business being behind the wheel of.
Are you talking about trucks?
Talking about no one. Well, I did see 3 different grandmas in trucks today that were driving them about 5 miles an hour.
That seemed ageist and sexist.
I agree
I'm
with that.
backing away.
I'm uncomfortable. Oh, geez, Louise. Whoa, baby.
Just
Were you losing your mind?
I was, yeah.
Oh, man.
Just
Did
Oh,
you
let's,
do any?
let's get off it. Let's get off 40 at Lindbergh and let's immediately decelerate to 20 miles per hour and then drive in the middle of the lane, despite the fact that it splits left and right and there's enough room for 2 cars.
40
I'm going to drive
sucks.
right in the middle of the lane.
Yogi
Because-
Berra said when you come to the fork in the road, take it.
40 sucks. 40 is the
Apparently,
worst
this
highway.
person has never heard of Yogi Berra, despite being 114.
That's right.
And
Never
prob- and
showered
probably,
with him.
and probably growing up with him.
Man, 40 sucks. I mean, any time of the day in that little area that Rock complains about, and now I kind of agree with Rock that they should have moved.
It wasn't even that area was completely clear.
Never
which
seen
makes,
it completely
which
clear.
makes the part where it was actually busy today inexcusable.
And as we were discussing during our show meeting that Rock wasn't there at, both you and I have noticed that our local convenience store, which we stop in every morning,
Yeah.
no one's there, as if everyone's already off for the Christmas break.
But then I see people. I told you I had a meeting on a Monday, and I was 5 o'clock driving all the way out yonder to around here. Every single place on Manchester Road was jam-packed, from the coffee shops to the stores to the Mexican restaurants at 5:15 at night on a Monday.
People are already partying.
Partying.
Maybe they're not working.
It's unbelievable. But then you're right. Then you go to gas station, no one's really there.
And usually it's packed.
Yes. We're working.
I have a show content update.
We gonna talk about that? Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Well, I'm going to talk about the other thing
Okay.
later.
Okay.
So yesterday it was brought to our attention that Greg Warren, who was on the Tonight Show,
Yeah.
I went back and watched him. Great. It was a little late,
Yeah.
and I would think I was watching something else, so I wanted to see it. Very funny. But he did drop in there in his bit about in Missouri there are athletic teams that are fishing teams in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Punchline was somewhere there's a fishing assistant coach. Anyway, his bit was, what does he say? You boys were an embarrassment out on the lake. And he was talking about the guys on his team. And he mentioned.
You want the audio?
Sure.
I can pull up the audio.
Right. I didn't want to. Rock, I'm giving you a wide berth.
You do your thing, baby.
Yeah.
You do your thing.
Oh, no, you don't got to do that. That's fine.
Okay.
I'll figure it out. No big deal.
So let me know when you have it.
I got it right here.
Dun,
All right.
dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun,
It wasn't bad out this morning. The weather, you know,
Fine.
it was fine. Put me in a good mood.
Now we got new sports in the Midwest. We have high school fishing.
I do that.
I'm not lying. We play other schools in fishing, which means there's a fishing coach. You boys embarrassed yourselves out there on that lake today. Hey, he's got his hook caught in a tree.
That's me.
Janssen pulled the shoe out of the lake, and Martin, you
Yes, you
couldn't catch
killed
a
one.
fish in the seafood department of the grocery store.
Martin.
So some people
Right.
said, "Oh, you guys got a shout out from Warren on Tonight Show."
Yeah.
Well, what are the chances you and I do a show together?
know.
He knows us.
I think he's screwing with you guys again. I think this is a layered joke. I think he's layering jokes here. That's why he's the best. That's why he's on the up.
Can we
He
figure
is,
out?
he is great. But
I think
anyway,
he's layering jokes.
I texted him and I said, "Hey, don't worry if it's not the case, but did you mention me and Cam and maybe Kilcoin as part of your bit?" And he said, "No, they were wrestling teammates."
I think he's layering.
Well, we could figure that out,
I
too,
think
can't
he's.
we?
I
Yeah,
think
I
he's,
didn't bother.
I think
I
he's
know.
layering bits.
No, actually, when he texted back, and I was like, he was really funny. He's a funny guy. He hopefully takes the next step because he's really good. He's doing well. Don't get me wrong. Anyway, I was so deflated
Yeah.
and felt like an idiot. Like this guy was just on the Tonight Show, and then it's like, "Hey, Greg, it's hey.
We're a part of him.
Did you? Is that an homage to us?"
No.
No, it wasn't. I didn't even think of that.
In fact, I don't even know who you guys are, really.
Yeah. Oh, you're
That's
the
how
guy
I
on.
take it. That's how I take it.
What are the chances?
That is pretty rare.
What are the chances that he's in the same place he grew up and has done a bunch of radio hits? There's 3 hosts named that, and he also wrestled with 3 guys named that at Mizzou. You can.
The Hayes and Jansen are kind of like
listen.
Martin. There could be a Martin, I guess.
Jet fuel does not melt steel beams. Is all I'm going to say. All right, Jimmy the Cat Hayes. You can buy this story that you're being fed. I won't.
If he would have said Kilcoin, then we'd have been like,
Oh.
okay.
But everyone calls him Martin. Like people don't call him.
Martin.
Well, you use both of our. No one calls me Jansen. People call you Hayes. You're
Yeah.
Jimmy.
They call me.
I'm the only one that calls you Jimmy.
They call me a disgrace.
You think a coach
On
never
the
yelled?
chat
A coach
room.
never yelled at you and said Jansen?
No.
Really? That's shocking.
Oh, I was
Cam. Jay.
Especially at your especially when you were playing football in high school.
Yeah, maybe. Coach Peckron probably did.
Yeah.
Yep. Because I was half in, half out, and they were not
But
happy.
Jansen, you are a disappointment.
They were not happy with me. You're playing hockey? Oh, sure. No, I am. Trust me, I am. Going
Hayes,
to
you are
Canada
the
again.
slowest midfielder I have ever
There we
seen.
go. That's accurate.
But no one calls you Hayes. Like,
That's what he did.
but
No,
now
no,
they
no.
know.
The high school coach.
In high school, it was purple.
Those football coaches in high school, though, man, oh man, they're hardcore. They'll put some discipline in you.
Okay, here's the other thing I wanted to get to. Setting the table. There's something out there on Facebook. I'm not even going to say exactly what it was, but to me,
No,
and
say
you,
it.
no, because I don't want to have people search and then people see it more. I don't want to give. It was fake, and it was nice though.
I'll send it to you.
It
Rock.
wasn't. It wasn't anything.
What's going on?
I'll show you, dude.
I don't want to
It's
call.
weird. It's
And Rock,
scary.
you're smart, so if you want to tell me how to handle it, feel free. But there was something on Facebook, and I don't even want to say exactly so people Google it and find it. I don't want to give these guys that have the site more attention, but it was actually nice, but it was clear to me. Cam saw it.
Yes.
And usually if there's stuff on social, I get a few people text. You're the only one. And it wasn't bad. It was actually nice
Yes.
and supportive, but it was totally 100% fake. And it was clear to me when you sent it to me. I'm not on Facebook. When you sent it to me,
Scary.
it was written by AI.
Yeah.
And it underscores, like, you think about the dangers of AI and fake
Yes.
stuff on AI. You make a
Wait,
video.
what the
Look
hell?
at that, dude.
They wrote it.
Look at
AI,
that.
I guarantee AI wrote, You can give
Look at that.
you can give AI a scenario and say, write this article,
Yes.
and it will spit it out.
So I'm looking on Facebook, and all of a sudden Jimmy's face pops up. I go, okay, let's look at this bad boy. I read the article, and it just doesn't sound like Jimmy, like just the way. I mean,
Plus, you know what?
I'm like,
I haven't talked a lot
I go,
about it, but
when did you do this article? I go, when did you do this? And then I'm looking, and I see the comments. Boom, there's like 100 of them, all positive.
Jesus.
So it's not like no
Yeah.
one's paying.
But the scary part is, it could have been negative.
Could have been negative.
I don't care if it's positive. It's fake.
It's fake, and
But it shows the danger.
they
You
could've-
can take a
Man.
picture from somewhere and have AI write something negative, and next thing you know, you've got 500 views or
and
1,000.
it blows up to a point where everybody sees it, and you are still grasping for air to correct it, and you just can't get there because no one even. I told you.
And I'm not even on Facebook.
Isn't that weird? Isn't that something?
This is insane.
Yeah, it's scary, dude. It is, because again, like if it was negative and you're like, no, I didn't say that, you know, people are gonna be like, yeah, whatever. And that's gonna be stuck in their brain. Whatever they wrote, that's what they're gonna go with. Damn, boy. Yeah. I'm like, damn, when did you do this article? You didn't. You didn't.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Right? Doesn't that look real?
I mean, the website looks pretty sketchy. But
How many followers
The
I get?
article looks
the
real.
article looks pretty real.
Yeah, it does.
Jim Hayes. I mean, if you read the article, though, you can tell it's fake.
Yeah, but most
At one point,
people-
Jim, the person acknowledges that Jim never once cared about himself. It was always about the story. Well, we certainly know that wasn't true. At one point, apparently in Jim's retirement, he said, "It's not that I want to
don't
leave.
tell him exactly.
It's not that I want to leave. It's that I need to make way for younger talent."
That's right. Oh my God.
That should have told
Oh
you
my
enough that it was
God.
fake. Oh,
No, that's why I read that, and it's totally written by AI.
God.
It's totally written by
Wouldn't
AI.
get the younger- Oh my God, dude.
As if I'm
Scary.
gonna stop what I'm
Yes. Go ahead.
doing.
Get
I
outta
have
here.
something to say.
Wow. That's messed up, man. It's messed up. It's messed up. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh
I gotta
man.
tweet that out.
No, don't.
No, I gotta tweet that out.
No,
Yes,
don't.
I have to. I have to.
No,
I have
don't.
to tweet
No,
that
I'm
out.
asking you, don't.
Why not?
Because it's fake and it's
Oh,
encouraging
it's
fake.
Hilarious though.
It's fake and it's
But it's
encouraging
exposing
fake.
them.
Yes, but we also gotta
I
expose it.
don't care. I would rather
Oh,
not. Also,
you
I
suck.
said my piece already
God dang it.
about what's going on as it appears now, and I'm good with that. You know, like
Yeah, but this
everything's fine.
This article's hilarious.
I know it is, but I don't want to spread it. I don't want to reward.
Oh,
I don't. Please don't. I'm asking you. I didn't want to talk about it, but I also wanted to get off my chest the dangers.
Scary.
Right? It doesn't even. You can get clicks if it's something positive.
Hayes said the Cardinals treated him like crap, and he
That's not what
should have-
this said.
Should have had. Wait,
Right, but
what
they
if they would have
could've.
put that?
Right?
You know, what if they would have put that?
It's dangerous, and you could tell. Like when you sent it to me, I was like, "Oh, the AI wrote this."
Oh man, yeah, that's weird. That's a weird one. That's a weird one. Damn.
Please
damn,
don't.
damn.
It's also a subject that I'm not commenting, a lot on. I already said my piece. I don't want this to be an issue. Oh, everything's fine.
always ruining my fun.
Yeah.
You could retweet that. Oh boy, that popped up on Rooster's feed too.
It did.
Broke,
Yeah, I told you. Damn,
I
man.
broke down on camera.
So,
Stupid. It's so stupid.
weird, man.
Can't believe you're not gonna let me have fun.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to publicize something that's bogus.
Rock, does this
I wasn't gonna post it saying it was real. I was gonna post it saying it's bogus.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then they'll get attention, and then the next person.
Exactly. Our
can-
show will get attention. That's the whole point.
Yeah, it's not
For
going to
the
give
show.
our show attention.
For the show. Oh man. Goofy. Weird stuff, dude. Hey, did I get a guarantee? Does
No,
one of my guarantees count, Rock?
no.
Because Army did talk yesterday, although the cameras weren't around. But he talked for 40 minutes.
No, you meant him doing one of the State of the Unions that he's done multiple times before.
That's what I said.
Okay, that's why I'm asking.
No.
I thought I gave you a pretty good
You
definitive
said it's
answer.
pretty close. It's
I
still
said it
pretty
was close.
He still talked.
But he had to be on camera talking about gouging eyes.
We knew what you were referring to when you mentioned it. We all
was close,
have
though.
seen the
It was
arm.
close.
Yes, it was close.
Okay, that's all I need.
It was close.
I came close. Should have said murders. God dang it. Always stick with that. Guaranteed. It's a guaranteed. Oh, man. It's a Blues season over, Rock. What would you do if you're Army? Play the young guys and
have
see
a
what
conversation
happens.
with the ownership and say, "Hey, boys, you willing to let me spend this extra LTIR cash? Because that's $2 for every one for about $8-9 million there. And so it's like, are you guys willing to spend $2 for every one for that $8-9 million for us to press this cap limit, add some new players, and play with a full deck if we can make it happen?" And I would base my entire decision off what they said there.
What are the new players that are going to be traded? At this point,
That's a fair point.
Who you
roll with Mitch Berggren.
Don't know much about him. Otto Stenberg's
But
up.
it's like one of the things is like Doug Hamilton. His cash amount for this year is super low. He's having one of his best defensive seasons. He's terrible offensively, but
You say Dougie Hamilton?
Yeah. It's like is there a way to find a way to you ship that, you give them Falk, is there a way to make a deal like that work? There are some deals out there I think you could make work to make this team better, but I think that everyone's got to ask the question of, is it going to be worth it? And there's also a little bit of, had we not gone on a run last year, where would our mindset be right now? And I think you got to ask yourself like a legitimate question of like, if we had won 11 of those games and been pretty far out of the playoff race the entire time, been 4 or 5 games out of the playoff race, where would our mindset be going into this season about what this season?
A lot less confident.
Be a lot less confident.
No doubt about it.
Your expectations would have been a lot lower.
No doubt.
And so, last year, if we go back to what Armstrong was saying before last season about what last year was supposed to be, they weren't really expecting to be a playoff team last year. So it was kind of something where it was all house money, but I wonder if it changed everyone's expectations and maybe got to a negative point. And so that would be my thing. I think there'd be a lot of evaluation, but I have to ask myself, based off where I thought we were supposed to be now last year, how far behind are we? Is there enough room for us to get back to where we're supposed to?
I think they're pretty far behind.
I think they're pretty far behind.
Whenever they lose games, man, I see these other teams play and they are flying around. And I look at it like this: if Army calls up a bunch of young guys and they make moves and they, send away some big dogs on this team, and they bring up the young guys and they don't win games, I still think people are going to come down and support the Blues this year, at least for this year. And I think that's a good sign. I really do, because I'm at those games, man, that's packed every night. Even if they lose 5-1 to Nashville, like they're probably going to have some fans that night and pack the house. I think fans will still go if they go young, and they'll want to watch some of these young players right now, and they just kind of see what happens. So I don't know, man. They're in a weird spot. They don't look good.
But let me ask you this.
They don't look good.
To me, so they go on a run last year, and I don't think it was an aberration. I think guys started playing up to their potential.
They played great.
Right?
Yes.
So you
locking teams down.
So you evaluate with that in mind also. I'm not saying that's the end-all, be-all, right?
Yeah.
But that's part of your evaluation. So going into this season, people saw the pieces playing up to their expectation, thinking this team is good. At this point, they're not.
No.
And it's getting deeper into the season, because I'm an optimistic guy, but they're at the point that, what are they, 6 points out of a playoff spot now?
Have to move.
And they got to jump guys or jump teams. I get that. But we're getting pretty deep now. So at some point you realize you are what you are.
Exactly.
So my question is, because I think this is what the context of it, was everyone wrong? Because there weren't too many people saying the Blues weren't going to be good.
No.
And right, most people, this team is a playoff team, right?
Yes.
Was everyone wrong, or is there something else at play here?
Here's how I look at it. When that 18-game streak or whatever it was, I was on the road for the whole time. I remember seeing pretty much every one of those games live. And the way they beat teams was structure. They did everything right. They didn't just goalies got hot. Like, it was a little bit of everything. They looked like they were playing in the playoffs. They looked like a playoff team when they were winning those games. They didn't squeak by. They won them. And you're looking at that team, you're like, damn, these guys, man, they could do some damage in the playoffs the way they're playing. And they did for the most part. They let up. Then this year, it's the complete opposite. I do look at their goal differential. It's like minus 40. It's the worst in the league.
And look,
complete opposite of what I've never even seen them play like that, even this year when they're winning games.
I defer to you as a former player, as someone who was on the road with that team. But I look at it, it's a lot of the same pieces. I know they've dealt with injuries and stuff. A lot of teams have. That same style of play is not it's different in the execution. I still think they have talent. They're just not playing the way they played when they went on a run.
No, they're not. But when they went on that run, you look at them like, damn, you're doing everything right. Like, whoa, okay.
But there was a frenzy about when they went on that run. There was, like a team that realized we don't have a margin for error. We're going to play like it night in and night out, right? Not anymore.
Parayko had 16 goals last year, 0 so far this year. Things like that, like it all kind of adds up. I don't know, man. I don't know. But if you are bad and it's the end of the season and you're like, okay, we might get that number 1 pick. Like, all right. All right. Do you even the top 3 are
you
really
can't play for the number 1 pick.
I know
you can't.
No, you can't. And you know what's going to happen is they're going to call young guys up and they're going to start winning games. They're going to go in a lull and they're going to kind of be in the mix.
They're going to play with energy.
Oh, I was going to go for something completely different, which is they're going to have the worst record in the season and then get the 3rd overall pick.
And then get the 3rd overall pick, who's actually supposed to be really good too.
Well, I was going to say, what is it a top 3, top 5, top 7 year?
Top 3, top 5.
All right, we'll deal with that. As long as you're before the fall off. Which usually which some years
the mucky middle.
Which some years is at 2, which some years is at 4, some years is at 6.
That's why I just think that the fan base still and
they'll be there.
They'll be
this
there.
year. Look, it took a while for the Cardinal fans to say,
It took a while. Mm-hmm.
But they did.
Yes.
I don't think the Blues fans are near that.
Not yet.
Last year was a pretty exciting team.
Yeah. Not yet. So
except for that final 1.7,
which was god awful. At Channel 2 at my house at the time. 12 o'clock at night watching that, just filming me watch the game. We're like, yeah, and then I was supposed to do like an interview afterwards and talk about it and stuff like that. It was really
I didn't know that. So what did they do? Did they still do it?
Well, yeah, he was filming me the whole time, and I did an interview afterwards, and the game took forever, and just we were like, oh, it's over. They're gonna win. They're up by 2, right?
Yeah,
and then they went in overtime, and I'm like, oh, God, and the overtimes take forever. You know what I mean? Was it double overtime they went?
It's the Jets?
Yeah.
No, I think it was single.
Just single overtime. So anyway, that was a weird one. Really weird.
Who interviewed you?
Really nice guy. Name some names. Ahmad Hicks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's now in a big market doing well.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay. That probably did it for him right there, that interview.
Oh, it was double overtime, my bad.
Yeah, okay. So I was going to say, because he was at the house for hours. Man.
Did you feed him?
He didn't want anything. I had all kinds of stuff laid out. Oh, yeah.
He didn't pick at all?
No. He was very professional.
Spartan 4-4. What can Army do with these contracts he gave out? Which team in the salary cap era would want one of these overpriced for production Blues players on their roster for a playoff run?
Say that one more time. Sorry. Somebody texted me. My bad. I'm out of it. My bad.
What can Army do with these contracts he gave out? Which team in the salary cap era would want one of these overpriced, overpaid for production Blues players that's on the roster?
That's a great question, Spartan. I mean, they're at their lowest value. I mean, Benner's a different story, although he's at his lowest value right now, too.
Benner is ranked 74th in save percentage.
Yeah, I know. You know what I mean? And you're not going to get rid of Broberg, Holloway, none of that. If you want to cut ties with maybe a young kid, I don't know why you'd want to do that, because you want to kind of trend in that direction. Who wants Bucci? Who, Schinner maybe? Yeah, I don't know.
Brandon Smith says, why do you think they don't shoot the puck? Shoot the puck!
I mean, they do sometimes. I mean, listen, you could say that with every team. Sometimes you get a little too cute. You overthink it. You want to make the right pass and sort of just rip it to the front of the net. You saw actually Nashville did that the other day. Just ripped the puck in the net, and Stamkos gets 4 in the dirty areas.
You just can't let other teams set up and have a little bake sale in front of your goal.
No doubt, man. No doubt. So who could you trade away? Falk, maybe.
He's got goals.
He's got goals.
He's got goals.
He could penalty kill. He could quarterback your second unit. He's got goals. Solid. Okay, and then what? You know what I mean? Springfield's not very good.
All right, play for the pick.
There it is, Jared.
Thank you, Jim.
On. Thank you for joining the conversation.
It is a shiny object, man.
I'd
It's
never
a
do
shiny.
I would never.
Yeah, but what do you mean by that?
I'd go down with the ship.
Like, what do you mean by
that's
that?
a terrible. That's the,
Keep everybody,
that's,
or
but that's the dumbest
trade
way.
away.
I'm not saying
But you can acknowledge it's the dumbest way to do it, right?
No, I think
Okay.
the dumbest way to do it is to say we're not going to. I'm not saying you don't make moves that are geared toward the future. That's fine. Your mindset shouldn't be, meh. If we win tonight, it's not a bad thing.
Or what Rock said is like, okay, trade a player that's 32, 33 for another player that's 32, 33, making the same amount of money, if not more. Is that worth it?
Change the locker
Right?
room.
I mean,
well, you're going to change the locker room.
Yeah.
You know what the best way to do that?
Cut people.
New coach. I'm not saying
I don't
that.
know
That's not.
But
happening.
if that's the
No,
lock, I'm
that's
not
not
saying it's
happening.
gonna happen. Hold on. I'm not calling for it. I think Monty
Jim
should
Hayes,
stay.
Hayes,
Right.
Jim
Tweet that.
Montgomery.
Tweet
There
that
can
and
only-
the other
There can
article.
only be one
But if
Jim
you're
in this
saying
town.
if you're saying it's a dressing room issue,
Tweeting out Jim hates
That's-
Montgomery.
that's what you do. Am I wrong?
or you try to get rid of your older core players.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? If you can. But who wants them right now at this value? And who's got a player available? And who wants to make a trade right now? I don't know, man. They might be in a tough spot.
Gino says, Cam, what do you think about 55's play falling off again? He played great with J-Bo, then he had a great comeback year with Suter. Is he just not made to be a top defender?
No, he's certainly a top defender, and he only makes $6.5 million a year. I mean, he logs a lot of minutes, and he's not scoring this year, but he's still pretty productive. But he's having an off year for sure. 16 goals last year. He probably had 8 at this point.
For that money,
6.5.
keep-
Thank you.
okay.
Thank
And
you.
secondly, what he does
6.5?
defensively, big guy, covers ground,
Yes,
moves the
logs
puck.
minutes, block shots. I mean,
and come on. I mean,
he's on parade.
if you're gonna put it on him, it's not gonna help any. You know,
Exactly.
to not have him is not gonna help it.
Exactly. No doubt. 6.5. Like, that ain't much for what he does. Even if he's having an off year, it's still worth that price.
But I do think you have to figure out if it is, and I'm not in there, which I think is important because you get a feel for what's going on in the dressing room. If there is a problem in there in terms of everyone being on the same page, everyone having the same approach, winning every battle, which a team, except for the totally gifted teams, that has to be your approach,
Yes,
right?
you have to do everything right.
And if they don't have it, then you got to shake it up.
Yeah, I know. How do you do that? How do you do that? Sit out a fourth liner, send, Hugh McGing sent down. You got Otto coming up here, see what he could do. See what these young kids could do. I don't know.
Maybe Army should do one of those ones on camera.
I was hoping for it. I love watching those. Were you
Yeah,
saying, Rock?
he was far too measured in his comments. I read both JR and Korak on it. Far too measured. I needed some fire and brimstone from the Army. Boone, here's some fire and brimstone. Blues fans haven't left because the Blues have great ownership and leadership. The only weak and pathetic ones are the players. With the Cardinals, all the above. It's a harsh comment from Boone, I think.
The Boone Dog. You don't like his name, do you?
I'm fine with the name. I just find ways to make fun of people.
Okay.
I just think I mean, the players are actively trying to suck, but maybe they are. I could be. Maybe I'm naive.
Yeah, I don't think that's the case.
Okay.
I don't think that's the case. You might have one guy that's kind of like one foot in the door, one out, making a lot of money, been around a long time. It's not giving you the 100%. But
Isn't it odd that everyone's having a career worst years, and this was why Boston fired Monty after 20 games last season? His coaching decisions are head scratching.
yeah, I mean, he's probably has some blame too with certain things. You don't think he's telling the D to clear the front of the net on point shots?
He forgot.
He forgot to say that before the game. Are you out of your damn mind? Come on. You don't think Otter's yelling on the bench? Clear the front of the net. You don't think they're saying that?
Booch, come here. I know in most seasons you're about a 16%.
We don't
shooter,
want you to score.
but I'm thinking about 6%, maybe 4% for a lot of the chunk of this year. That'll get us going. Thanks, Booch.
Yeah, thank you. There you go. That's his message. I don't know.
Maybe you just got to deal a guy to deal it. To just shake up the deck. Just shake it up.
Shake it up. Oh, let's see. Tough evaluation year for Dylan Holloway. What kind of contract do you offer him? Yeah, they were thinking 8 times 8, right? That was in the rumor mill. Broberg's gonna maybe even get more.
I was about to say, yeah, for every $1 you're saving on Holloway's deal, you just gotta add it to the Broberg deal. Like he's gone from 8 by 8.
It's a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, Broberg's gone from 8 by 8 to 8 by 10.
Or 9 by 8.
10 by 8.
9 by 8. Yeah. Somewhere on that. Yeah.
I twisted it around.
But Holloway, I don't know, man. Like he's having an off year, banged up. Just gonna save him some money, I guess, on the next contract. I don't know.
You know what shocks me? Because hockey,
we'll give you 6.5 or 4.
He ain't gonna take that. Well,
he's
got to be
he's
north of 7, probably.
I don't know if he's 17 points in 33 games played so far.
Yeah, it's not a good year.
He finishes with 40 points.
What did he have last year?
63 points in 77 games. If he finishes with 40-something points this year, you cannot give him 8 by 7.
I know.
You can't do it.
And he's banged up again.
8
and
by
that's
50. It's 56 million.
Yeah, and he's been banged up too. Every year.
You know what's amazing to me? The money you guys are talking about.
If you're him, I'd want a shorter term because then I can re-up when I'm 28. I want a 4-year deal. That way I hit free agency when I'm 28.
Yeah.
And now I get a 15. Now if I have a season if I have the next 4 years like I'm supposed to have.
24.
The economics, yes, just turned 24 85 days ago. And the economics of hockey goes the way I will. I want to re-up in 4 years when I can then ask for an 8-year contract for $12 million because I just gave you 4 60-point seasons. Like, so I'm saying is I think maybe for a down year, he might want to shorten the term a little bit because why would he not want another dive in the basket after having a down year?
It's a good point, man.
The big numbers you guys are talking about are what assistant trainers make in the NBA. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
It's always going to be wild.
Isn't that unbelievable?
They make more money. They get more eyes. I mean, it is what it is. NBA.
Knicks won the cup.
Yeah, it looked awesome. They showed a pan out.
Knicks won the cup
in the MSG, like in the outside after they won. No one's anywhere. I mean, is that weird? That whole thing.
It's weird.
It seems.
Look, I like.
And they're all
NBA.
celebrating.
I'm not ashamed to say I'm a Knicks fan, and I watch the game, and I like NBA basketball. The Knicks in particular, I just like their style, the way they play. But I don't care about the cup. It's just a manufactured in-season tournament. But the players do make some coin off that.
Yeah, but okay.
But they make so much money.
Like $500,000.
That's their beer tab.
Come on. And they're celebrating like they won the whole thing, and they're tweeting out everything.
Well,
we got a first cup since 73.
But the thing, if you're a player, you beat the Spurs are an up-and-coming team with guy who could revolutionize the game at 7'4". He's hitting fadeaway. He's a wonderful player. He's coming off an injury, so limited minutes. And they beat a very good team. That's why they're excited. I don't know about the cup. Maybe they were told act extra excited because it's the cup, play along. I don't know.
Grab each other's asses.
What?
You didn't see that?
No, I didn't.
That's pretty funny. They're all celebrating, about to take a picture, and one of the guys goes, well, bam! Stuck his finger in somebody else's ass, and the guy turns around and stares at him like, who did that? You didn't see that, Rock?
Kind of like Kyle Loach did to Skip Schumacher back in the day.
Athletes are weirdos. Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson are very close friends.
We've all
not surprised by this at all. This is the least.
I can't be a hypocrite.
This is the least surprising thing in the world. People are like, can't believe players are doing this. Have you ever seen athletes around each other before?
It's
what kind of
a little weird.
What kind of naive
get weird.
What kind of naive losers are out here? Like, I can't believe athletes are doing this to each other. Congratulations, you're outing yourself for never having played a sport.
There it is.
Also, never having watched it, especially in St. Louis. There was that year when Schumacher was around where every single walk-off, somebody got that treatment.
Yeah.
I mean, it was usually Kyle Loach doing it.
Even up in the press box, you walk by a guy that you played against or play with, smack, that's what you do.
Do they do that with the media, Rock?
Shocker. The dudes are,
you do that to Korak? You give him a little.
I don't really interact with the hockey media very often. I've never really covered the Blues on a regular basis.
Come on out.
I didn't know that. I thought you did everything here.
I've never.
Didn't you go there, get sound and stuff like that in the day?
No,
So like half a season for the Blues, I think.
I didn't want to say.
Solomon's still there every game.
It was about half a season I did that for the Blues, but no, I haven't really covered
All
the
right.
Blues.
I didn't want to say
I'm
anything
sure.
about soccer because that might be touchy.
No, not really.
Got a new coach.
I like that guy.
Is he cool?
I like him because he took the Schulte route. Didn't play for a big time college program. Didn't play pro. Instead decided early on that he wanted to coach. Did all the right things, put in the work, and now he's a head coach. I like it. He's young.
Head coach for a second time, but now he actually he's not getting thrown in the fire as an interim. He's 29 years old. So,
Oh wow.
Yeah, he got thrown. He literally he's the youngest person to ever be the head coach for a match in MLS history because he was 29 years old when he was made the interim of FC Cincinnati about 6 years ago. And now he's 36, just 35, just about to turn 36, I think. And he's taken over as the head coach of STL City SC. He's 1 year older than me.
And Ollie Marmol
so
got
much
right
more
on the
successful.
phone and texted him and said, start walking around like you got groceries under your arm.
So wear your hat backwards.
It'll help your image.
I think
Also, make sure the media keeps pointing out that you're the youngest manager in the sport. Really helps the metrics.
I might have got 2 guarantees almost.
Huh?
Are we doing revisionist
I'm
history?
just saying.
Are you
Sharon?
Are you
The women came out and said that Sharon had at least 4
I'm
other,
not believing
four
OnlyFans
other-
model.
No, 4 other relationships, excluding the intern and his wife. So
It
that
didn't come out over. It didn't come out over the weekend.
6 total.
That didn't come out over the weekend.
Well, it came
It
out.
is
yesterday.
Sharon, correct?
Sharon.
Would I
Okay.
say Sharon?
Don't be
Yes.
wrong.
God dang
But
it.
every network news person that doesn't cover sports called him Sharon too,
They did.
that I saw.
I don't see any stories about him having multiple other affairs. No.
Oh, I don't doubt that he. They said that he followed like co-eds on campus.
Oh man! You know what he doesn't need? You know what he doesn't need?
Cameron, no.
Why?
No.
Why?
Go to break. Go to
Well,
break.
no.
You're not doing
Why?
this.
Why?
You're not doing this.
People
No.
are watching.
This is terrible.
Why?
This
Why?
is a terrible.
Why?
No.
He doesn't need
We're gonna,
Blue Chew.
No, we're
He
going to lose
does
the
not
sponsorship.
need-
We're
why?
going to lose the sponsorship.
You
No,
think
it's,
so?
no, it's actually a good. It's actually
He
good.
doesn't need it.
It's brilliant.
He doesn't need it.
Man committed
But a lot of
crime.
people do. A lot of people do. It's going to help your relationship out. A lot of people need Blue Chew. They certainly do. Let me tell you about this. Let me tell you about Blue Chew. Blue Chew Gold. Listen, this dissolves under your tongue and works in as little as 15 minutes. Pretty nice. Boom. You take it, 15 minutes, you're ready to rock. That means you can get on quicker and stay in the game longer. Evaluation without hesitation. This is peak passion and peak performance in a single tablet. Make life easier by getting harder and discovering your options at BlueChew.com. That's BlueChew.com. And we got a special deal for our listeners. You get 10% off the first month of Blue Chew Gold with code HTC2. That's Hot Take Central 2. That's promo code HTC2. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast. Yeah, baby.
Can I do the legal read after it? Can I do the
Yeah.
legal read? Not recommended for promiscuous head football
There you
coaches in college.
There you go. That's all you had to do. That's all you
good.
had to do.
It's pretty solid.
That's all you had to do. All right, we're going to go to break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back. Hot Take Central 2.0.
You've seen this. It's brand new. Are you online?
Oh, hey. Oh, so you're new here.
All right, let's get cracking.
Okay, then maybe you should check out our website,
You're insane.
Well, you download songs illegally from the internet.
LouInfo.com. LouInfo.com. The Lou Information Station. 590 AM KLIS, Wood River, St. Louis.
Our origin story begins.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision. It should not be based solely on advertisements.
Not sure how to get a lawyer after an accident? Call Brown and Crouppen. We'll walk you through it. Worried it'll cost too much? Here's a fact. At Brown and Crouppen, you pay nothing up front, and we never get paid unless you do. When you're our client, you'll have all your questions answered, all for free. Hurt? Get the facts and help you need. Call Brown and Crouppen now.
When you buy a hot tub, you want more than bubbles. You want value that lasts. At St. Louis Hot Tub Warehouse, their low overhead means premium American-made products priced better than the competition and the best price guarantee in town. They'll beat any local dealer on a comparable model. With over 38 years in business and 400-plus five-star reviews, you can trust they'll be there to service your spa long after the sale. St. Louis Hot Tub Warehouse. Highest quality, best price. Visit besthotTubPrices.com today.
LouInfo.com news headlines. Brought to you by Brown and Crouppen. GetBC.com.
Your LouInfo.com news report. The Gateway Arch Park Foundation is exploring a long-term vision to expand Gateway Arch National Park and redevelop the nearby I-44 corridor. Beginning next year, the foundation will study possible park expansion east of the Mississippi into East St. Louis, including land acquisition, environmental testing, and planning. The legislation has existed since the 1990s. Janitors in St. Louis, represented by their union, have ratified a new 3-year contract with a coalition of cleaning companies. The deal covers about 1,600 workers in schools, banks, and universities. It includes significant wage increases, a 43% boost in pension contributions, and lower medical premiums with added dental and vision coverage. 2 Missouri state parks are closed to the public today as conservationists work to eliminate feral hogs. They're flying a helicopter over both Janssen Shut-ins and Tomsock Mountain State Parks to eradicate the hogs from the air. Feral hogs can have a negative impact on crops and livestock. For the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com and the free Lou Info app, I'm Jen Austin.
Now, LouInfo.com weather. Presented by STL Sports Central. St. Louis sports. Anytime, anywhere.
Here's your LouInfo.com weather update. We can plan on sunshine today, mid-50s for the afternoon high. We have a cold front and low pressure system moving in late tonight. We'll be in the mid-40s on the low with a few rain showers and gusty wind. And then our temperature dropping into the 40s on Thursday. Showers will be likely along with windy conditions. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com and the free Lou Info app.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war among the major term life companies. Rates have dropped dramatically in the past 2 years. For example, a man age 45 non-tobacco user, $1 million of coverage is only $75 per month, level for the next 10 years. Or a man age 50 non-tobacco user can buy $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of only $110. Guaranteed not to change for the next 20 years. That's right, level rates for 20 years. And if you're a smoker, we have great rates for you as well. At the Term Lifeline, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. So if you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call right now for a free quote.
Rates and availability may vary by state. Sample rate quotes are based on preferred non-tobacco underwriting exam required to qualify.
800-803-1961. 800-803-1961. 800-803-1961. That's 800-803-1961.
When you're building something new, you need a partner you can count on. I'm Big Toe Media founder Dave Green, and with our company, we didn't want just another bank. We wanted people who understood what we were trying to create and who were there for us every step of the way. That's why we chose Home Bank. From business lending to everyday banking, Home Bank has been much more than a bank. They're the kind of people who answer the phone, know your name, and believe in your vision. And the trust goes both ways. Home Bank doesn't just support our growth, they share in it. They take pride in helping local businesses succeed because they know when we win, the whole community wins. Business isn't just about numbers, it's about relationships. And with Home Bank, those relationships make all the difference. Home Bank is the team behind our team. Visit myhomebank.bank or call 855-577-2001. Home Bank, member FDIC, more than a bank. They're your business partner.
Back to more of Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Janssen.
The most perfectly trained athlete ever.
And Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
I'm an influential and respected man.
On the Lou Information Station. Streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com. Hot Take Central 2.0.
Yeah, baby, let's go. 8:38 in Kirkwood, Missouri. J. Randolph Jr. Studios. We're doing our thing. Hot Take Central 2.0. Cam Janssen, Matthew Rocchio. Because I respect you. That's why.
You called him out for being tardy, even though
he was on.
Viewers, listeners
fine.
wouldn't know.
Yeah. And I know it's always something.
Nah, they
like
wouldn't know
Rock
based,
gets
they
up and
wouldn't
he
know
gets to
based
work.
on the camera angle, but
Rock gets up and he gets to work.
Oh, I
Rock's
just
a
see
worker.
someone on the chat line mentioned that I got called out on Twitter by Sharon.
You did?
I forget what it said, but it was basically, I've been a loyal listener and you forgot my name. I'm done with you. So I apologize, Sharon. But I was in my feelings when you find out that people who did listen to you are now listening to TMA. I get it. I'm sure it's a fine
they're better than
show,
us.
and we like TMA. We like those guys.
God, yeah.
I know there was some issue with Brendan Schaefer being on the show from one of the panelists on TMA years ago, but we're past that. So I apologize, Sharon. I was in my feelings. Is that okay?
She brought us cookies one time. You don't remember that? Come on.
You know, it was Stickler.
If you stop listening to our show, go listen to Brendan Schaefer. There's something terribly wrong with you.
I'm
It
joking.
was all in fun.
also she doesn't really
It was all Stickler. So I'll
doesn't
take
really-
a page from Iggy's book, Sharon. It was all in
she doesn't
fun.
really interact as much.
Well, she's listening live, then she listens to us over.
Oh, okay. I see how it is.
Yeah.
And I
We're
didn't even-
secondary.
and I
So
didn't really.
we're backbenchers. is what
Yeah.
she's saying. Okay, fine.
I
Sharon,
didn't
see how it
realize
is.
that, so I apologize. I didn't mean any disrespect by it.
She's fine. She's fine. She's in Florida, hanging out, Sanibel Island, doing her thing, probably jogging. That's what she's doing. Yelling about the Blues for sure. Man, oh man. Yeah, we were just talking. They said are they gonna add on to the Arch grounds as far as the park's concerned and build up around there? Is that what I just heard on the Lou Information Station?
Haven't been there in a
news?
while. Like to see it. Anything that improves the city, I'm
Let's
for.
go.
But it always seems that somewhere along the line they hit a roadblock. There's always something that deters progress.
What was the biggest? What's the most recent thing the city has built? That's it. You could look at and be like, whoa, okay, the city soccer, that area, for sure.
Yeah, from what
they put the hotel in there.
Yeah,
it looks really nice.
Yeah,
that stretch looks nice. And whenever I go drive down, right by Maggie's, there's cops everywhere, walking around, standing right there, standing by the city arena, all that stuff. They're all right there. That area is nice.
And from what I understand, the new mayor has addressed the
Karen?
problem with snow removal.
What'd she say about that?
Well, they changed the trucks and they put more manpower on it.
Okay, because Rock was saying that too, that they don't spend the money like you would, obviously, in the northern states.
No.
Okay.
They because I'm not saying they don't spend the money. I'm saying that conversation we had was about how because of the way the weather here is in the Midwest, we literally can't. It's not economical to buy certain types of chemicals that they use in Minnesota when it's consistently under freezing, because everything fluctuates here in Missouri. If they just had all these chemicals that worked when it's 10 degrees outside and things are always refreezing over, there'd be huge chunks of the winter where they wouldn't use it because we're dealing with it being 30 and 20 and 40, not 10, 0, 20, 30 like they do up in Minnesota. That's why the budgets are used differently, because the weather's different.
Well, can't you just buy like 3 or 4 days worth of it and put it away somewhere and then use it when you
I
can?
think it costs a lot more at that point.
Yeah.
They do have silos.
When you can buy things when you can buy things in bulk.
Yeah. I know.
It's cheaper. So,
but I've seen places that have giant like salt silos. I've seen it.
Well, so it's not
around
it's not
here.
Salt.
I don't know
we're not
where
talking
it
about
is.
salt. We're talking about chemicals. And for all we know, the chemicals can't sit for a year. I'm not saying I know that for sure. I'm just saying this is the reasoning that cities like St. Louis and other cities in the Midwest have given when people are like, why can't we be like Minnesota? And it's like, because the weather is different and you need different chemicals when something's potentially going to refreeze because it's fluctuating from 40 to 20, as opposed to everything constantly refreezing because it's 10 degrees outside for 3 straight months like it is up there.
They also had equipment that couldn't get down like the smaller roads in the city.
That's a huge mess up.
They've addressed that.
Yes.
Right? Under the leadership of the new mayor.
Okay, good. Because we're going to get crapped on again. It's coming.
Yeah,
it's coming. Where we're going to get jammed up again. Hopefully they.
I've lived in this.
All the reports were solid. There was a couple areas deep inside the city that didn't get plowed like they were supposed to in that first few weeks ago, and apparently they were able to get a plow out there like after a day or so, and their comments afterwards was that we're making sure that route is going to be covered next time there's a
That's
snow.
good.
But apparently they did a good job this past time, and it was kind of a they didn't do the job the second day because the weather was completely miscast.
What I've seen, there's less complaining about the new mayor, so maybe she's doing a good job. I don't know.
It's early.
That's true. Small
Well, they screwed up the tornado siren thing.
Was that was the old mayor, wasn't it, or was that the new mayor? I don't know. But
yeah, I don't know.
The reason for it was that they were at a meeting and no one was there to hit the button. You got to fix that now. Like that had to be fixed.
Is it still a disaster zone down there?
Well,
they fixed the buildings, those brick buildings.
No, not
no
enough.
way.
No, I read something where
every morning they're talking about something about still the tornado damage,
and there's
every
been a lot
morning.
of money raised.
Where'd it go?
I'm not saying anything
I know.
nefarious happened, but I don't know. But it was a pretty wide swath of damage. So maybe it cost more than
Rock,
what
what's the
they've
biggest
raised.
problem with St. Louis politics?
Um,
Why are things not getting done
everyone's-
quicker?
Everyone's in it for their own little fiefdom.
Do you believe that they're gonna tear down the Millennium Hotel and they're gonna build up that rendering that they kind of posted maybe the other day? I don't know. if you saw.
Yeah, I mean,
You think that's gonna happen?
I have no reason to believe it won't happen.
Looks pretty cool.
Funding seems solid.
It looks beautiful.
What are they going to have in there?
Mixed use event space.
There you go.
So you're going to have a puppet amphitheater in there?
Man, I hope
If you
so.
choose?
I hope they have food.
Let's get some Muppets.
Can we get some restaurants in there maybe?
Kermit the Frog.
Cool bar. You can walk to the Busch Stadium. You have no little area to go to.
You know what?
Can we do that or no?
I'm going to go have dinner on the hill one of these nights.
So am I.
I miss the city.
I can't. I have to
I
cancel.
like living there at
Get
the
down
Central
here.
West End.
I have to cancel Friday about the Jake Paul.
You can't do it now?
Can't do it.
What do you got?
I'm on with Tyson Nash at doing a Manning cast when Utah plays the Devils at 8:00 at night.
That's cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool. And I owe him.
Where's it gonna run?
He
They
asked
paying
me
you?
to do it. I'm going to say yes.
They paying you?
No. I had Tyson Nash on after he got jammed up by saying something live during a game, and
all
he
good.
came on and talked about it, and it blew up. And I'm like, I owe you, so I'll come. You don't have to pay me for that.
You know what though, Tyler? We're gonna watch it with Cam, Father.
Oh no!
And then
Father.
And I said, he's got finals this week, and I said, hey, you do well. We're gonna be watching that fight with with Cam, and he said, I'm looking forward to it, Father.
Tyler, what's up, baby? I'm sorry about that.
He hates kids.
He's not a kid.
It's all good. Take care of
He's not
business, baby.
He's not a kid. Yeah, but hopefully that goes on, man. Hopefully it's still going. I saw the training regimen of Jake Paul. He posted something on his Instagram. It's pretty interesting. When you got that kind of money, something's
not right.
Gino's just in the chat line. He says 0 side streets were done in South City, and they don't want them done. Incorrect, complete lie. I live on a side street in South City, plowed. My parents live on a side street in South City, plowed.
And why do they?
The 2 blocks around my parents in South City, plowed.
But maybe there's other areas that weren't.
I told you. I literally came out and said there was a chunk of the city that they messed up and did not clear. It was like 5 blocks though.
Really? Was it in Soulard?
No.
Oh, I thought they were complaining too in Soulard. There was ice for a long time. That people couldn't get out weeks later.
Yeah, that was. I don't think that was this year though. I think that was last year.
Yeah, that was last year.
Well,
Was that last? Yeah, it
did
was
he
last
say
year,
they
'cause-
don't want it? They don't want it plowed, meaning the
0
residents.
side
of the-
streets were done in South City, and they don't want them done. No, apparently the city
Gino.
government hates South City.
Gino.
The one part of the city they pay attention to.
What's the best place to eat in
It's
South
true.
City? Is that a good question
Like
or a bad?
like a sit down dinner with I'm
gonna take
the
E
lights
and T.
lowered a little bit.
South City has the hill, so
All right, that is all right. Then the hill
Jimmy.
count. Come on.
it's really hard.
Giantoni's,
It's
here we
really
go.
hard to decide like which place on the hill is the best place to go.
Oh, it's Giantoni's.
But I mean, honestly, best food in South City though might be Chris's Pancake House.
Oh, son of a gun! That's my boy right there. What's
might be our
up?
boy. It might be our boy.
Chrissy Saraceno, what's up?
and our boys at the Saraceno
Yeah.
clan.
Those are my
I
people.
tell you what, man, that waffle knocks my socks off. That Belgian waffle they mess around with knocks my socks off in the
What
morning. Hour and a half wait every single
it's
Saturday
jamming.
and Sunday.
Jamming.
If you're lucky, it's an hour and a half
Jamming.
wait, Jimmy.
Jamming.
If you're getting it in a normal time, I
did not know.
try to eat breakfast at like
Right by
7:30, so I'm only dealing with like a 15 to 20 or 30 minute wait. Chris's Pancake House. I mean, because I love breakfast food. I'm being a little biased
Hold on,
here.
no, I like that.
You never been there before?
That might be my pick for the best restaurant.
Is
in
it
South City.
waffle?
Really?
pancake, French toast. What? Because they're all three the same to me genre.
Oh, they're messing around with all three of those.
Well, which is your favorite?
I'm
go
personally,
waffle?
I'm a waffle man. I've never been a big pancake
Do you think
guy.
French toast is underrated?
I don't like French toast.
It's all
Because
the
of the
same.
French?
No, it has nothing to do with
Okay.
it. It's that instead of the pancake in the waffle being the batter itself cooked, I don't like the batter being cooked onto a piece of bread. Like it's just that
I'll
flavor
eat that,
profile
boy.
just kind of misses me a little bit. I don't know
Every
why.
Once in a while, French toast.
I'll eat that,
crave
boy.
it.
Waffles are
But a waffle's
superior
great.
in my opinion.
And then sometimes you're like, I'll get the pancakes. You're like, good choice.
I'll eat
Pancakes
that
are great.
too.
And I think you hate French toast because you hate one bayana.
Oh,
I love one.
there's always something. It's always
And
tied
did
to
you watch
something.
last
and you know I love him because I actually said his name right as opposed to you.
How do you say it?
Women mañana.
Exactly. Yeah, he was obviously he's
How do you say it?
Wem Bam Yama.
Okay. I left at the bam
Bam
part.
Yama. Yeah, I mean he's minutes restricted right now, and he was dealing with the death of his grandmother back in France. So having him having a more pulled back game wasn't surprising, but yeah, obviously Knicks took advantage of everything they could.
Now, someone, I think
Still
I
a very high scoring game.
I'm
I
going
mean,
to play revisionist
Spurs got
history.
talent.
I said
Devin
that
Vassell,
the key in that game
Devin Vassell.
would be the Knicks backup center.
No, I don't believe you said that.
And I might have, I know I said it maybe off air.
Who is their backup center behind Robinson?
No, it's Robinson. He's their
Oh, yeah,
backup.
Towns is their starting center.
Yeah.
Dumb, man. Jesus Christ.
And Robinson
Come
was
on,
a
Rock.
monster.
I think of Cat
And
as
I
a
think
four,
I
he's a
should get
four.
credit for the guarantees last week.
That was a big win.
No, I don't think so. Sorry.
That was a big win last night.
He got 15 rebounds, 10 offensive rebounds in like 16, 18 minutes of work. And he didn't have to shoot free throws.
Because the Spurs don't have a backup center. They thought, listen, our starting center is 7'6". How much backup center do we need?
No, Cornette is their backup center.
I know
he kills the
fine.
Knicks.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, he did have a good game. That's a good
He had
point.
10 points.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Are they going to
What do you want from your backup center that happened to start?
Are they going to have a parade?
What's
Are
that?
they going to have a parade?
No, to have a parade, you have to actually win a championship.
I think.
How dare you say that?
But
I read Twitter. They said they won the first championship in how many years? Since 73?
You can't do that.
How dare you?
No one's doing that.
The players.
I've seen it all on Twitter.
No fan is calling this a championship.
Every single ESPN to NBA. Oh, they're all saying
No fans say that.
Champions.
Yeah,
First championship since 73. They're all saying it.
Yeah, see, even when they try to do that in soccer, most fans are like, no. Real season championships count here. Thank you very much.
I had to ask if that game counted in the regular season standings. It does.
It does?
If final doesn't.
If it doesn't,
the final doesn't.
Then I shouldn't have watched it.
Every game up until the final counts for regular season standings. I think the final is the only one that doesn't. Semifinal might not either, but I know the final does not.
You beat the Spurs and it doesn't count, so it's worse than nothing.
Unless they changed it, but originally
when they put that in
NBA
place,
I asked
Cup
my
was-
kid, and he said, "No, I think it counts."
with the exception of the championship game, all the games in the tournament are counted as regular season games. Thank you very much.
So the Knicks beat the Spurs in a battle of two teams that probably will be dealt with in the playoffs, and it doesn't count.
Big win.
That's awful.
It's a big win.
Every game but the championship counts to your 82
Why not
game
watch
total.
it?
I want. That's. I honestly was ready to make fun of you for tweeting it out and be like Jimmy. The game doesn't count for the regular season, and their best player wasn't playing a full game. Why are you victory lapping on this one?
No, everyone like their best player because he's been hurt anyway. They were going to be careful with him anyway.
And his grandmother passed away.
I know,
She
but also
practically raised him.
But also he's coming off an injury, so they're very careful with him. I mean, Cat came back after he got hurt.
Yeah.
The Cat.
Gina says 3 people ran into those new medians in Kings Highway in that last snow. Yeah, people in South City are very unhappy about the new changes down to Kings Highway, which they say they put out there so they stop some of the speeding. They had these medians in the middle.
Oh,
They went
yeah.
from 2 lanes down to 1, which overall I'm not a fan of it, and I understand why people are bothered by it. We gotta go.
Okay,
gotta go.
Okay. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere. Hot Take Central 2.0.
Tune in each week as STL Sports Central, the Lou Information Station, and the Too Many Men on the Mic podcast present the Mid-States Club Hockey Association Game of the Week. Brought to you by Mattingly Lumber, Vantage Credit Union, Chicken and Pickle, and by the Watson Private Wealth Group at Stifel.
Hey, St. Louis, looking for high-flying action and electric energy? Grab your crew, hit the road, and experience a Grizzlies game night in Memphis. An unmatched atmosphere and star-studded NBA matchups are waiting for you just down the road on I-55. There's nothing like Grizz game energy, and there's nothing like being here with 19,000 new Grizz Nation friends at FedEx Forum. Dive into the action, follow the Grizzlies on social media, and visit grizzlies.com/tickets to grab your seats today. That's grizzlies.com/tickets.
When you're building something new, you need a partner you can count on. I'm Big Toe Media founder Dave Green, and with our company, we didn't want just another bank. We wanted people who understood what we were trying to create and who were there for us every step of the way. That's why we chose Home Bank. From business lending to everyday banking, Home Bank has been much more than a bank. They're the kind of people who answer the phone, know your name, and believe in your vision. And the trust goes both ways. Home Bank doesn't just support our growth, they share in it. They take pride in helping local businesses succeed because they know when we win, the whole community wins. Business isn't just about numbers, it's about relationships. And with Home Bank, those relationships make all the difference. Home Bank is the team behind our team. Visit myhomebank.bank or call 855-577-2001. Home Bank, member FDIC, more than a bank. They're your business partner.
The Earl Austin Experience with Earl Austin Jr. Saturday mornings from 9 to 11. Brought to you by Fast Track Auto Transport, St. Louis's go-to company for all your vehicle transport needs. Visit ftautotrans.com or call 636-677-9004. Broadcasting live from the J. Randolph Jr. Studios in Kirkwood.
Daddy is out of the cleaning up dump business.
KLIS 590 AM, Wood River, St. Louis. News reports on the Lou Information Station are presented by Brown and Crouppen. 222-2222. 222-2222.
People ask all the time, who the heck is Low Cost Airlines? Well, we're not just one airline. When you're talking to us, you're talking to everyone. We are the discount supermarket for all airline tickets. Plus, we have all the airlines and always have the best prices. American, Delta, United, plus all the specialized international airlines and a lot more. And we make it easy. We guarantee you'll talk to a live human in 60 seconds. You can have the rate you need and have your trip booked in 5 minutes. Now, how cool is that? And remember, when you're talking to us, it's like talking to every single airline available with one fast phone call. All you need to do is call and find the best prices to fly wherever it is you want to go. So are you ready? Call Low Cost Airlines right now. 800-298-0306. 800-298-0306. 800-298-0306. That's 800-298-0306.
Buddy.
What do you say, buddy?
Man, life comes at you fast. 1 minute you're cruising home, the next flashing lights in your rear view.
And that's when you need backup. With the Legal Buddy app, you can connect to a local attorney in seconds.
Seconds? Not waiting days for a callback?
Nope, right away. DWI, car accident, criminal charge, traffic ticket, Legal Buddy's got your back.
So it's like having a lawyer in your pocket.
Exactly. Someone ready to step in the moment you need them, no matter the situation.
That's peace of mind.
That's Legal Buddy.
We're always going to be buddies, right?
All right, where do I get this?
Just download the Legal Buddy app at LegalBuddyApp.com. Register and use code LEGAL for your chance to win a $250 Amazon gift card.
Nice. Tickets, accidents, legal trouble, you're covered.
The Legal Buddy app, always on your side. Download it today. Enter code LEGAL for your chance to win a $250 Amazon gift card.
Buddy, you don't get much better than this.
Yep.
The Lou Information Station presents Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Janssen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
Yeah, baby, let's go. 907 Kirkwood, Missouri. Hot Take Central 2.0. Cam Janssen, Jimmy the Cat Hayes, Matthew Rocchio doing our thing, baby.
So many,
huh?
We got so many damn chats today.
What's going on?
Well, a lot of people were talking about the Gino and another two chatters were complaining about the city and the city politics.
Nothing. How can you?
It's not any better with a new mayor?
I mean, I think
Kara Spencer.
I think we're just in a grace period, like we always are after new politicians take over, where you're like, oh, they haven't screwed anything up on any up.
It would be nice to feel safe to be able to walk around the arch, get in a little trolley, go to the Cardinals game, eat. You don't have to stay in Ballpark Village. You can walk around, do that. What?
Damn, part of your plan there was a legitimate, useful piece of public transportation. This is the Midwest. We don't do that here. We don't do that here.
We need something.
We don't do that here.
Like just cute trolleys cruising around. Everybody's safe.
Kreider says the problem is those MoDOT guys.
Moving targets are harder to hit.
That's true. Exactly.
Kreider says the problem is those MoDOT guys don't get paid. WTF compared to Illinois. They also need to get out there and pre-treat roads and spray bridges.
No doubt about it. Why is Illinois? They say every time it snows and ice, they're like Illinois clears all the roads are clear.
Pritzker is great.
I imagine things work where it's like it's one of those things where because they have Chicago, there's people who work for the state of Illinois who are like, okay, this is how we do it in Chicago.
Yeah.
This is how we have to do it in areas and that gives you well, there's high traffic, so you don't always have to treat roads the same way. But how do we do it as we move south when there's less
and roads? You got the chemicals probably.
I wonder if there's just a thing where it's just like people in that state, because they deal with a high traffic area like Chicago, and people here in MoDOT has to deal with Kansas City and St. Louis, which are much, much smaller.
I'll give you another thing too.
I just wonder if there's an experience.
There's one other element that gets St. Louis and the outskirts that maybe Illinois and Chicago doesn't have when it comes to ice and snow. What is it?
Say it one more time.
No delis?
There's one element that people in Missouri and the outskirts of St. Louis have to deal with a lot more when it ice and snows more than Chicago and Illinois.
What?
Hills. Okay, that's a really good point.
Hills. That jams everybody up. Entire hill jammed up. Prius can't get up there.
That's true.
Going down it, you get jammed up.
Yeah.
It's way more hilly here.
I like to dwell on the positive. Sledding down Art Hill is fun.
Yeah. I saw somebody get rocked last time it snowed. Somebody was filming. They're like, things are fun. And somebody's coming down like, kablap. Done near killed him.
Yeah, that is a big issue, and that's
yeah, it is.
Again,
it's
we were talking about that. Like I had friends who I know people who moved just off to a house just off Ballas between Big Ben and Doherty Ferry. That all those trees and every single one of those houses is up on a big hill. And I remember pulling in and being like, oh, I understand why you guys moved here now, because you guys both can remote work because you've been at your companies for 30 years and none of your kids have to go to school anymore. Because I could not live back here if I had to go to work every day and I had kids who had to go to school, because there'd be 3 months a year where it's like we are rolling the dice. Every time
Thank you.
The weather gets below 32, because there could be a sheet of ice on one of these stupid little hills in the back of these neighborhoods, and everything's screwed now.
People work it out, though.
But they stay at home and miss work.
Jimmy has a 2-second drive. That's why he's got a 2-second drive.
And he goes to work in the summer, spring, and fall.
He's got a 2-second drive.
We used to have studios way out there.
Way out in Hampton.
And I didn't ever miss a day because the roads were bad. I'm saying the ice we have here is not as bad as it is in many other states.
What other states?
Colder states. I don't have a list, but Minnesota,
okay.
Every
Florida?
cold weather state has ice.
No. Every whole other state doesn't deal with ice the same way Midwest states do, because it doesn't ice over there, and because it drops below 30 and then it stays below 30 for like the next 2 months straight. In Missouri, you constantly have ice because we deal with fluctuating 40s to 20s.
Kansas.
40s to 20s. Kansas has the same problems here, but they don't have hills. It's flat as a flippin'. It's flat.
I almost died on a sheet of ice in Kansas.
Well, I don't know.
Driving in the Fox Sports Midwest van.
Yes, the cow shouldn't have been there, Jimmy. Yeah. I understand that.
What does cows have to do?
That's all there is in Kansas City. That's all there is in Kansas is cows. Open road and cows.
I'm sliding down a hill.
Oh, man.
And it's a sheet of ice, and it's a big hill somewhere around the Kansas City area. I forget where we're going. Myself and the late Joe Conrad, who was my shooter, great guy. And we're sliding down this thing, and it's a road where there's no rails. And he said, I have no control, and we're sliding. And you ever see the scene from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
Of course.
Where John Candy turned into the devil as they're going between two semis because they're going the wrong way. That's what and I started laughing like the devil from that scene.
Nothing you could do.
Because there was nothing I could do. And guess what?
Don't roll.
We slid, and we came to the end where we could have gone over, and we stopped with 6 feet to spare.
Imagine those truckers driving in the middle of the winter through the Rocky Mountains. There's actually some truckers I follow on YouTube. Truckers, they have their thing.
It's a job I know for a fact I could never do.
No way. My anxiety. Are you out of your damn mind?
How about Branson?
Branson's got awful.
Ever do it?
I can't imagine Branson when they're saying.
Imagine you get stuck in Big Cedar Lodge and you'll roll. You're dead.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you'll roll down that and be dead.
A semi driver who has to go from St. Louis to the Ozarks. Oh, like the middle of Missouri is
it gets
weird.
44 ain't bad though, man. 44 ain't bad.
Right.
And some of those places at the Lake of the Ozarks at the
one time though I had
the driveways are just
one time I had to drive from Columbia to the Lake of the Ozarks. Tell you what, there's not
doing it.
There's not many straight roads for very long in that drive.
But imagine being in the Rocky Mountains cruising through and it's a blizzard and you got to navigate down. Are you kidding?
No. What's the little ski slope we have here?
Hidden Valley, baby.
Yeah.
Going there.
Yeah.
You want to go there when it's snowy and cold and going.
One of the most
that's
for me one of the most terrifying. I got caught in a rainstorm in the middle of the Smoky Mountains at like 2:00 in the morning. It's one of the most terrifying times of my entire life.
Over.
You're talking about. I mean, I would. There were 3 or 4 times when I almost hit a car because I literally didn't see the lights from their brakes until I was like 4 feet behind them.
Yeah.
The worst. I'm getting heart palpitations just now talking about it. The worst, like 2 or 3 hours of my entire life. I'm trying not to fall asleep. I'm trying not to die.
Kate and I were driving to the game the other day, and I had to make a stop. So we didn't go far like we always do. So we went 40. And we're right there at Lindbergh and 40 going to the rink. We're right by this guy, and all of a sudden he goes, bam! Right next to us, like boom! Like, oh my God! Like it was the craziest thing. I mean, that was going to be backed up for a long, long time. Right next to us, the guy just wasn't paying attention, probably on his phone. Right next to us, like, good, let's go.
Rooster says,
get out of here.
Rooster says, more taxes in Illinois. You want them clean roads?
Yeah.
Pay them taxes. Kevin also says Illinois, after you get out of Chicago, it's pretty flat too. So that makes things pretty simple. It's a good point.
Yeah, no doubt. That's a big factor.
But it's not hilly in South City, and apparently
yeah, it is.
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
it is?
The Hill.
What are you talking about? It's not hilly in South City?
The hill is really hilly? I mean,
are you kidding me?
What hill?
The Hill.
All of South City is undulations. What are you talking about, man?
Yeah, but they're small. We're not talking about like
yeah, you're not going to tumble down
valley
300 feet.
No, but constantly going up and down and up and down when the roads also have potholes in them makes things a little tricky when there's a sheet of ice on the road.
That's another thing.
Potholes are good. You get a little traction in them.
Yeah, I know. Dig out of that mug.
Yeah. I see a pothole. I'm like, good.
Get in there. Not whenever it's nice outside, hit a pothole, it pisses me off.
Yeah, but on the ice.
I could be in a happy mood. And even when Kate's driving or something, I'll be in a happy mood, and all of a sudden you're like, dunk! My God! Dang, check the tire gauge. Well, all right, we're good.
Freedom Ring says, Hayes, you drove your Jeep into the Mississippi River. You have no room to talk. # stock Jeep.
I did.
You drove your Jeep into the Mississippi River?
Attached. It was part of the Mississippi. I'll give you that. If that was a guarantee, I'll give you that. It was a puddle.
Many years ago, things were flooding, and we were down on the landing, and I went through a puddle, but it was much deeper than I thought. I'm in a Jeep, and the engine went out, and the water started to rise. I had to call a tow truck. The most emasculating moment.
So bad.
Because I'm waiting from there, and the studio's right there, and I go, I gotta wait for the tow truck, and the tow truck guy said, "You drove through that? You must be an idiot." Yes, sir.
You know.
Oh,
don't
that's
drive.
Fantastic.
You don't know how deep
and once
it is.
I was in, the water started like rising. Like it conked.
Was
out.
it flowing?
It was in the morning, right? No, but it was just the beginning of when the flooding was really happening.
I like this.
And it's like
you don't know how deep it is.
In fact, back then we started at 7, so it's dark and early.
I like this.
And I drive
scary
through
down
it, and all of a sudden it's coming.
I like this from Knight Rider. Holly Hills, the hill, the neighborhood where me and Tim grew up, St. Louis Hills.
Yeah, but I didn't think they're like dangerous hills
compared to where I'm
just
at.
thought it was
no,
quirky?
but
That's what I'm talking
it's
about.
It's still a pain in the ass to deal with.
But I'm saying
you're not going to die
even
like we will.
But even like trying to drive like down Barry from like Kirkham to Big Ben when there's a sheet of ice on it is a precarious freaking drive.
I'm just not as worried about the ice. Knock wood. Knock wood. We get ice how many days a year?
But when it happens, it shuts the city
Doesn't
down,
matter.
baby. It shuts the city down for hours.
I got one day of ice where I crashed my car that's going to ruin my year.
Yeah, no
But,
doubt.
like, come on.
Or I'm stuck for 4 hours. Or I get rammed from behind. Like, no, man.
You got a big truck.
One time when the ice storm hit, we were stuck out in St. Charles. I literally spun out as soon as I hit the highway, and I'm against the median, pointed the wrong way on the highway, and I'm stuck like that for 25 minutes. I almost got killed like 4
and you
times.
can't get out.
I don't want to ever deal with ice again.
Well,
I agree.
I'm glad you're here.
Like the ice thing is ridiculous. I can handle snow.
Are we over?
You see people
I'm
get
gonna
out
ask the chat line. Are we overreacting to ice? I'm just asking.
No,
man, no, dude.
Because
killer.
Cam, if there's a puddle, he will say he can't make it.
Blame it
in.
on Kate. Blame it on my lovely wife who cares about me. She makes the decisions. She's right there. Blame Kate. No, it's the camera. I'm looking at the camera. Yeah, she's not coming here.
I wouldn't.
She
want,
loves us, but she doesn't need to come here.
If I were your wife, I wouldn't want you to be hurt either. I'm not your wife. I don't want you to get hurt. But you do when you drive.
That day was soft on my part.
Yeah, and you do get nervous on the road anyway.
Yeah, not as much as I used to.
I like this.
It went away.
I like this from science. Gentlemen, the problem is that the state legislature in Missouri is run by people who predominantly do not live in cities. They don't fund MoDOT properly. They don't care about the roads.
Oh. Okay.
All right. Put more taxes on there. We'll pay. And I'm sure all the money will be well used.
Of course. Rams money still going? Still there?
Yes.
Okay.
At least it's getting interest.
I think it's being spent, and I think it's getting interest now. Yeah.
What do you think is gonna happen with the dome in the next 20 years?
Oh,
in 20 years, Rock, what would happen to that ugly ass thing?
In 20 years, that
20 years
should no longer be a standing edifice.
It's gone.
It should be. There's no
God. Is it ugly?
There's no point.
Where will the Battlehawks play?
I said in 20 years.
By then they'll have their own stadium, is what you're saying.
Yes,
on the
obviously.
riverfront.
The UFL will be a huge league by then. Heck, they'll have expanded into the NFL.
I'm still
by then.
pro Battlehawk.
I'm sick of football at that point.
I'm not.
I am.
Call.
After watching the NFL playoffs, Super Bowl.
I'm wearing my Battlehawks hat.
You're
tomorrow.
watching all these badass college football games. I'm just not into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm full on watching basketball by that point. Sorry.
You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people will be, though. They will be. They will be.
I'm in my feelings now.
Knight Rider says the renovating the dome is pointless.
What do you do with it? How much money does that place generate?
Pelicans basketball in the dome.
They have monster truck races there. And
I like it. I've been.
Then there's dirt.
Fun.
Imagine cleaning that place after a monster truck with all the dirt and stuff like that, or like those, dirt tracks.
Well, they don't.
And it gets in the speaker system.
They don't clean the seats. We know that.
The Bengals don't either. They didn't clean off the snow. They're supposed to.
Well, that's a little different.
You ever seen monster truck stuff? It's fun.
All right.
No, too loud.
I went to a stock car race back in the day with my hillbilly neighbors, and the guy was probably methed out, and he yelled at me because I was shaking my leg like this because he was geeking out, and I was thirsty, and he didn't get me anything, and it just was a weird situation. It's embedded into my soul.
So you can't watch a monster
He yelled
truck.
at me, and I was rattled, and I told my dad, and my dad had a talking to him. Don't yell at me for shaking my leg.
But your dad let you go with a meth head.
Yeah.
Kreider
Yes, he did.
Kreider says first McLaughlin, then JK, then they hire Candy Strickland. Now they reduce Rivers' role, and now you're reducing the cat.
Oh yeah.
Can't take this. Makes me sad.
Oh, we're gonna be fine.
We're gonna be just fine, boys.
Candy.
I did like that. I did like that a lot.
Oh, if only he played one game. Man, if only he played one game.
You had a good show yesterday.
Yeah, it was good. I had to delete a couple things, but it's all good.
What'd you have to delete?
Just a couple nonsense stuff. Just tighten it up a little bit. Tighten it up. My guy knows how to do it. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. Little Matty, what's up, baby? Little shout out, homeboy. You're the man.
I get done with ours, and I'm like, whatever.
We're bashing each other, and I'm cussing, and we're saying crazy things, and I'm getting pissed, and this, that. So it's different. It's different. I'm like, ooh, maybe I should delete that.
You know, we have on our show, we have a designated cusser, Lance Lynn.
Lancey boy.
Because he will use the curse word when myself or Holiday try to say it in a nice way. He will use the cuss word. So it's good.
Because he's real. That's how he would talk in a normal situation. You know, so that's why he does it. And I actually appreciate that. Oh, man. The dome won't be there. The dome won't be there. New wealth will be generated. New ideas. Too bad I won't be around to see it. Yeah, that's science. Hopefully you will. Hopefully you see the Millennial Hotel go down, and then they build up that area. They want to add on to the park next to the art.
I had someone in city government years ago say the master plan for the city has always been take areas in the city, connect them to the SLU area, Central West End, and then beyond. And the plan is to integrate this path that connects everything. And they said in each there's little pockets of resistance to any kind of change for the better by people in power, whatever, they're aldermen or whatever, who don't want to see change because they could lose their power base. That's the way it was explained to me.
But what do you mean? Why would they lose their power base?
Because you change the demographic or whatever, or you change anything, you could end up, losing their power base. It becomes more business, less who knows?
Wonder what the best big city, like the best run big city.
Los Angeles. Check, please.
The best
run
big city.
You know what I always hear? San Antonio.
I don't know is that a big city though?
I'm putting that up there. I'd keep
big enough. And I don't know if it's true or not.
Really? Interesting.
Growing fast.
Would it be
Nashville?
Denver?
San Antonio's still smaller than St. Louis.
Nashville's got problems. It's jammed, for one. It's overpopulated. There's car accidents out the ass.
That's the thing. It's
because they effed up so people bitch down there. Like there's car accidents every freaking weekend.
Phoenix is obviously huge, but Phoenix is the same thing where it's like they haven't built infrastructure fast enough to actually build up the way you're supposed to with a city. It's gotten too big, too fast. It's super spread out.
How about this? You take
Boston?
Try to take
Atlanta?
Try to take politics out of it. Is there
Dallas?
Is there a city where
Really?
where the government has the way it's run? The city government gets positive, is in the green, is in the red.
Yeah.
In the black.
I wonder if Boston.
No, that Boston has problems too.
Do they?
Yeah.
Well, here's San Diego.
Here's the biggest city. San Diego's
small, but I'm
so okay. But I'm saying best run big city. New York. Stop me when you have your answer and you want to talk about it. New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, DFW, Philadelphia, Houston, Atlanta, DC, Boston. I'll skip San Francisco because I know that's not going to be the answer. Tampa Bay, St. Petersburg.
That might be something.
I also got Sarasota in there.
Well, Sarasota, beautiful Sarasota. Are you kidding? That's a tiny little area, though, right?
Yeah, but it's a suburb of the
Sarasota,
of the
wealthy Sarasota with no crime. You're damn right. Way up northern New York with all the horse races and stuff is beautiful.
Saratoga.
That's Saratoga,
Sarasota, Florida.
Sarasota.
Yeah, okay, even that.
So that's again, Phoenix has some Nashville issues. Seattle, Tacoma, Detroit, Orlando, Minneapolis, St. Paul.
That might
Denver
as well. I said
Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
I just wonder if there's where the residents, the mayor and the governor have good approval rating.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what
really,
I'd like
you
to
can
know.
see that they're doing the right
highest
thing.
approval rating governor.
Yeah, a major city. I'm curious.
Dallas Mayor Eric L. Johnson has a 77% job approval rating.
Good for you.
That was a year ago.
You're doing something.
Oh no.
What?
Danielle Laurie has a 71% approval rating right now in San Francisco. Mayor Sherelle Parker in Philly apparently had 60% the last time she was
Philly's a mess. I got
voted
relatives.
for.
But if the
apparently
residents,
Eric Johnson had a 77% one. Like
if the residents like it, then it's
okay.
Who are the
Exactly.
outsiders doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Well, then you'd have to argue that San Francisco's doing well then.
Yes. Except I've been there and I disagree. Anecdotal, yes, but that's my lived experience.
Yeah, I haven't been there in a while.
Of course, they're great areas.
I think Dallas is probably doing the best of the big cities.
Yeah, you're probably right. Seattle, no. They got a lot. I mean, I've never seen so many homeless people ever in my life. Ever. Not even close. Vancouver, not even close. When I was in San Francisco back in the day, it was a long time ago, but I didn't see much. Seattle was unbelievable. Walking over young kids, young girls with older guys doing heroin right in front of you with the saddest look you could possibly imagine on their face. Who knows what else is going on? That was a wake-up call.
I love Vancouver.
Yeah, beautiful, but hard to get in and out of there, man. Their highway system. Whoo, doggy. I mean, it takes you from the airport to get in town. Oh, yeah,
They become the 51st state. All that'll be fixed.
We're not.
Fixed.
Stop it.
That was the dumbest
So
thing.
funny, dude.
Why do you start a problem with Canada?
That's what he does.
No, but you do. They did have like tariffs where no, there's no tariffs. No, the tariffs kick in when you try to import too much. Like I get you're trying to fight that battle, but 51st state.
Now they're
still makes me giggle.
They're chirping Florida like, we're not coming down to Florida up here. Our snowbirds aren't going down there.
Okay.
And DeSantis is like, okay, look at our people are coming down
And
here.
they're coming. They're coming anyway.
People are like, wait, I just saw like 15 talk to Canadians everywhere down there.
Yeah.
And he's like, and you guys don't have a Stanley Cup win in a long time or something like that. Pretty good comeback by DeSantis. Too bad he's not good on the big
That
stage.
seems like a good place to retire, Florida.
I need the 4 seasons. I do.
But
But
there's ice with some of those.
I'll stay home, baby.
See you later, Cam.
Make a freaking fire.
See you later.
I will load up on
Where
everything
would
I
you
need.
retire, Rock?
He said San Diego.
Anywhere south of here.
Warm. It's got to be warm.
What about Little Rock, Arkansas?
Well, let's not go that. We don't have to go directly south. We can peel off a little east or west. I don't mind.
Your money goes a long way in Arkansas.
Yeah, it's
A long way.
I won't go a long way in Arkansas, though, if you know what I mean.
Why?
If I retire in Arkansas at 65, I'm going to be dead before I'm 70.
Why?
Because I'll be bored to it. I'll be bored to it.
What don't they have there that you have here?
I just don't want to live in Arkansas when I'm 75 or 65.
What if you live on a 15 acres looking over beautiful scenery,
protected by a militia?
If I don't see water,
you know they have water in Arkansas.
I'm
They
talking.
got lakes, they got rivers, they got all kinds of stuff.
I'm
Ozark Mountains, beautiful.
either I want to see I either San Diego or Arizona. I'm not staying far. I want to be on the west side of the continent. And
I don't like the desert.
I don't want to be anywhere near
Arizona
where
don't
it's
have a lot of
cold.
water. Arkansas is
short,
more. doesn't
short
it?
drive though. You live in southwestern Arizona. Short little drive.
I don't like the desert.
Desert's not my
Not my thing.
Desert's not my
It's not my thing.
ideal, but you gotta make some compromises in life, and I'm not going to get San Diego, but I can get southwestern Arizona, and that's a short drive to California.
Now,
I'll take that.
A beautiful little condo in San Diego.
Oh my God!
By the ballpark.
I
got
do
you
that.
great.
God, it's my dream.
And
I
it's
could do
only
that.
and for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath.
Yeah, 1.4.
That's only no 3.
We're talking. We got money. We got money. That could be it's far, but I'm going to always have a neutral site right here with my 1,000 acres and my farm animals cruising around. That's going to happen. But then if I want a mountain,
Can I park one of those micro campers on there?
Yes, you
live there
on the southwest corner of the property. Southwest corner of the property. I'd build just a beautiful cabin looking over beauty right in the Ozarks down there.
You
somewhere.
don't. But a cabin's nice, but you don't really want a log cabin. Too much maintenance.
Oh, this thing's gonna be state of the art, dude.
All right.
I mean, are you kidding?
No,
It's
but
gonna look like a cabin, but
no,
it's
but
state of the art.
you can buy a $10 million log cabin, but people don't realize that those. I don't even want to use the word, but you have to maintain that.
There's a lot of cabins that lasted a long time. You take care of it, and they look beautiful. The big, huge beams in your huge foyer.
You ever know you got to adjust it? Like there's
I'm
things
gonna
you
have
gotta
people do
crank
it.
to.
You gotta do it. You gotta do that anyway on any house. You know what I mean? Houses are hard to keep up with.
Yeah, there's no way in my final like decade or two am I living my life in the winter in a place where winter happens. Absolutely, absolutely not.
It is nice
I like
during
skiing.
Christmas, though.
God no.
It's I know.
Honestly,
Winter's good for
I don't even
Christmas.
like. I
Puts me in a good mood.
I love the mountains, but like I don't even need to go skiing. I'll see you in the lodge.
Yeah, I'll sit in the lodge too, baby.
That snow looks pretty through them windows. I don't need to go skiing.
Have you skied before?
Oh yeah.
Pretty good.
It's fun, man.
Not great.
It's fun.
Not
dude.
great. I haven't done it a lot. Not great.
Let me ask you this.
If I went a few winters in a row, like my brother's become a really good skier because he is like a friend who do like at least like one ski trip like every winter almost. And so he's gotten pretty damn good at it. So I think if I went every year, I'd probably get better, but I've gone like 3 times across the last.
But if you were
first
better,
time I went when I was 16, so 3 times in 16 years.
but if you were
years.
better, do you think you'd enjoy it more? I do.
mean, I'm sure everyone.
I do.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone does. But my problem is I get bad altitude sickness, and so and so doing the actual physical activity of the skiing,
You'll get used to it.
always exacerbates
I like
it.
it. I'm
That's
terrible.
my thing.
I got good quick.
I get used to it, but it's like I gotta go like multiple times in a year, or else like altitude sickness.
But if you're up
gets me,
there,
like,
you'll
every time.
you'll get used to it.
I know, but it's something I would like. I love going to Denver in the winter. And again, that's because it's a state that knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
I like going up on the lift. It's fun when you get going. And then you realize you hit that point where you can't ski and you got to run yourself into a tree and it becomes not fun.
You just take your time. Boom, 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 boom. I almost killed myself for the first time skiing. I picked up on it like that. Boom. Then I got cocky. I was probably 10 and I went down a double black diamond and I'm like, and then I go off on a little course where the trees are right there, like this little trails that you can go off. And I couldn't slow down because if you turn your skis, you're going to hit them and you're going to have really tumble.
If you French fry when
So I
you
go,
want a pizza,
whom, and always when you're done with the trail, there's always a jump. And you go, whum, blah,
The one thing I do miss about skiing is that there's this stupid South Park line is in my head every time I go skiing, which is if you go French fry when you want a pizza, you're gonna have a bad time. Because it's talking about how pizza is you go wide and that's how you stop.
Yeah,
yourself.
don't do
French
that.
fries is straight, that's how you go fast. Yeah, the mountains are great. I love the mountains.
Yeah. Ocean scares me.
I had a friend get married up in Granby, which is where that guy went crazy with the bulldozer on the town.
Oh.
I got a buddy get married up there, and it was in the summer, but like, I mean, the drive from Denver up into the mountains.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
one of the best drives in America.
Like going to Aspen.
Can I say this, though? We live in a pretty good area.
Yes, we do.
Like, this is our home appreciation.
Yes.
We live in a nice area.
We do.
The quality of life is excellent.
It is. No doubt.
You know?
It's better than you think, dude. It's better than you think. I remember all my buddies in Eureka. A lot of people I talked to in Eureka when we were growing up, going to high school, they're like, we got to get out of this town. We got to get out of this town. Then you get out of the town, you're like, no, we need to get back in this town. And then once you came back in the town, it was so expensive, you would have just kept your place or found a place earlier. But you wanted to get out of Eureka. There's more to it.
I like this.
No,
Did
Eureka's
you know?
beautiful.
Arkansas is God's country with God's rejects as its residents.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is that
Oh,
they say your money goes a long
doubt.
way.
It's just like in Mississippi. Buy a place in Mississippi somewhere.
no thanks.
I just don't want to be. I want to be on a lake, but I don't want.
Also,
I don't want
every
gators.
area has rich people.
I don't want gators.
Every single area has rich people.
I don't want gators.
I don't want gators.
That's why I don't want.
Are you kidding?
I don't want to be in
I want to jump in my lake and feel safe.
That's why
And
I
my dogs are running around. I don't want them to get snagged.
That's why I want to be in Florida. That's why I don't want to be in
No, I agree with you.
Florida.
Those things scare
I'm
me.
out on Florida for that.
I got too many animals, and I want to be on. I don't want to have to deal with that.
Kevin at the Lake says only boring people get bored. You'll be conservatives by your 60s. First of all, I'm guessing you're already 80 based on the only boring people get bored. Well, I'm making a joke about being bored in Arkansas. You ever seen the state of Arkansas? It's shocking that I'd get bored there.
What don't they have that Missouri has?
There's nice
I get bored
places
in Missouri.
everywhere.
I thought you said
I get bored
Missouri's
in
not
Missouri.
boring. How dare you not go to Forest Park?
I go to Forest Park all the time.
And you're bored still?
Not when I'm at Forest Park. But I mean, it's not like it's the most happy.
It's not much of a difference between Missouri and Arkansas, just so you know.
That's what I'm saying. But that's why I'm not going to move from Missouri to flipping Arkansas, Cam.
Cheaper still. Well,
so I would never move to Little Rock from St. Louis. What the hell am I getting in that situation? More people from Arkansas?
Clintons are from there.
Lovely. That's not a good reason to go down there.
I thought you loved Hillary.
No.
Oh, no, it's Nate. Never mind.
Jesus.
Nate the Great.
Night Rider says, just become a billionaire. Live in Wyoming or Montana.
Yeah,
They're the only ones that can afford it. I don't understand why rich people are obsessed with Jackson Hole. I don't get
You don't
it.
like? Have you been there? It's unbelievably beautiful.
If I was a millionaire, I'm saying if I was a billionaire, I don't know why I would spend time in Jackson Hole, Montana, instead of like an island instead of the Seychelles.
Because people like different things.
That's my point. Is that I personally would never spend my money in Jackson Hole as opposed to an island.
You want to know where the world of the nicest places is that we know people that live up there? Is Gaza Ranch in Idaho.
Yep. Heard a lot about
Yeah,
that too.
and here's my thing.
Never.
The difference is, and I'm not saying that I'm better than you, though this is a virtue signal. Before I say I would be miserable there or I won't even consider it, I'd see it first.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
check out the town.
How many times do you think I won't
know
like
the weather
this?
in Jackson Hole. I'm good.
How many times have, like, Kate says, let's do this. You're like, oh, you're right. It was great.
Exactly. A lot of times.
I
get stubborn too, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, this is quite lovely. I like this.
No, you're right. That Hallmark Christmas movie was fun.
Yeah, wow, we're living in it. No, it's not fun.
There you go. There you notice how that
It's
turned
not.
sour.
She was watching it the other day. I'm like, ay.
God, all I want.
We
All
watched.
I want is water and 75 degrees in my
We
life.
watched
That's all I want.
Candy Cane Lane because we wanted to add to our Christmas movie.
Don't know what that
repertoire.
is. Don't know what that is.
Eddie Murphy.
Oh yeah,
who's funny?
Yeah,
I'm fine with that movie. It just triggers me about people who have candy cane lanes now.
What about
Why do you get triggered too easy?
He does.
It's a poor
He does.
movie.
No, that's a great movie.
Eh,
Not really, but it's
it's
fun.
not.
It's a fun movie.
And Eddie Murphy looked, and I love Eddie Murphy.
He looked
but
miserable.
He looked miserable. He looked
Yeah.
totally uncomfortable. Like it almost looked like it wasn't Eddie Murphy because he didn't have that energy, that joy. He was saying the lines.
What about is it Jingle All the Way with Arnold?
Who doesn't love Jingle All the Way?
I haven't seen it.
Sinbad's in there too.
Is that Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah.
I'll give that a try.
I saw.
I'll give that
on
a try.
Twitter.
I love
people-
Arnold.
People were talking about how like if you watch Jingle All the Way right now, it's like it looks like it's a better made movie than like blockbusters nowadays.
Really?
Yeah, like there was like a bunch of film nerds were talking about it on Twitter. I don't know enough about film to actually confirm or deny that, but
There's a new Natalie Holloway documentary coming out on Netflix. I'm going to get into that. That's
Who?
her name. Natalie Holloway. Remember that?
Aruba.
Who?
2005. Natalie
Calpo
Holloway.
Brothers.
Calpo. Jorn Vandersloot.
I don't know what the words are saying coming out of your mouth right now.
Was one of the biggest mysteries in the early 2000s. It happened in 2005. This little girl went missing in Aruba on her class trip.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes. And it's boom, boom, and it blew up.
Years.
It was on the news every single day, this
So what
girl's
happened?
face. And I just was, locked in.
So the guy that was the main suspect, they arrested for another murder, right?
Yes.
And he admitted after, but he might have been seeking attention, that he killed her and dumped her body in the ocean. And then there were these two guys that he was friends with from the internet cafe called the Calpo Brothers,
They
which
look
is
shady.
hilarious because if you were writing a movie and you needed like evil sidekicks,
That's who
the
exactly
Calpo Brothers
right.
would be perfect.
That's why I was like, what is going on here?
And Vandersloot was like this 6'3" blonde. He looked
dad was a
looked
judge.
evil.
His
His dad was a judge.
Mhm.
The whole thing was great. I
Yes.
mean,
God awful, but yeah.
awful. I mean, I'm not making light of it. So
Yeah,
they got
well,
another one. That's a good Christmas watch.
Poor Kate. Oh, you know what I watched for like an hour last night was Glory. 1989, Matthew Broderick, Denzel Washington. You ever see that movie, Glory? It's fantastic.
Probably years ago.
Fantastic.
The one about the Civil War?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Really good. Aged great.
It's a documentary.
So good.
Science says St. Louis is a
It's
great,
really good though. You'd love it.
is great and very affordable lifestyle. Just wish people were kinder to each other. The chill and diversity of the people is much nicer here in Vegas.
I think people are nice in St. Louis. God, yeah. Anytime I talk to anybody that visits St. Louis, they're like, people are nice. little shady places, but people are nice.
Especially in the Bass Pro Shop.
God, yeah.
Why are people nice there?
If anything happened, like, somebody's going to help you out with something.
I don't know. All I know is we go there to get
know.
our picture taken with Santa and our dog. You can bring your dog in, and we get a picture with Santa. Why is that bad? Did I do something else?
Did you send me
is
one?
the guy who owns Bass Pro evil?
He's awesome.
You take your dog to
Yeah.
a store,
Yeah.
and then you wait in line,
Yeah.
and then you have your dog's picture taken with Santa Claus.
No, with us and our dog. Dog part of the family with Santa. We like to include Stella.
The guy that owns Bass Pro is a cool cat.
Who has
a cool cat.
He owns he's multi, and he has one of the greatest Native American museums ever. Fascinating.
Awesome.
Sounds like a great use of time.
What? The picture? Are we still on the picture or the Native American Museum?
The picture. The Native American museums.
Is it a waste of time? The Native American Museum? How
Back away.
One of my favorite things to do.
I don't know him.
It's why I like the. It's why I like the arch, because you get all of that history of the actual what was going on here. The trek by Lewis and Clark. The museum under the arch is 20 times cooler than just going up into the arch. Like I think
been there.
I think it's crazy.
That's cool. I've been there.
I think it's crazy to me that we always push go up in the arch. Like no, go to the museum at the bottom of the arch. That museum's awesome.
Native American Museum is maybe the
Where is
greatest on earth.
Where is it?
It's in Branson. So the guy who owns everything in Branson,
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's supposed to be like the coolest cat.
pays tribute to the original residents with this museum that has stuff like artifacts like you can't believe you're seeing.
Yeah.
They got to be priceless.
Yeah, there was a lot going on down there back in the day.
It tells you the stories of the different tribes. You could be in there for 5 hours. Fascinating.
At Lewis and Clark, man, that's where St. Albans at. That's where they put in right there. And you should see at these old castles that they built back in the day. They have all these beautiful paintings of people back in the day looking over the cliffside, painting what it looked like back then when Lewis and Clark were around. There's a cave out by me down the railroad tracks, huge cave that they all hung out in and stuff like that. I need to go there and find some trinkets. Very historic.
Is it safe?
I haven't made the trek. I think it's kind of hard to navigate and get
Might
to.
have ice. Careful.
I know. I don't want to be hit by a train either, like Stand By Me. I don't know how you get jammed up on getting hit by a train. Maybe if you're in India and you have 50,000 people piling on that train, sitting on top of it. You ever see those videos?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
That's
or in Japan, where they're climbing in, people are trying to come out. They're like,
They sleep in tubes.
Yeah.
That's a place I'd like to see. That culture fascinating.
That's a tough day-to-day ordeal to try to get on a train like that, squashed. Oh, you can't even move. Like, it's so claustrophobic. Oh,
I'll say this. If you live in a city that's good mass transit and you can just get on a train near you and then be at work, not have to worry about parking.
Yeah, it's not bad. In Jersey, we'd take the train in all the time. That's what you do. That's what you do.
That make me all jealous again.
You kind of going in and out,
living in a proper city.
But if you lived in somewhere where on the East Coast, you would not like that either. You'd hate the people, wouldn't you? Rock, you'd hate the people, East Coasters.
If he lived in the city, wait. If he lived in the city, he would be annoyed every second of the day.
I already hate East Coasters.
He would be annoyed every second of the day. Imagine how pissy he was coming here because there's a couple people in front of him that weren't going fast. Go to New York City and live.
But I don't know how often, when you got mass transit,
you would be
today. My trip length doubled because people were morons. I don't know how often that happens.
Oh man, people would drive you nuts there.
I don't know how a 20-minute drive took me 43 minutes today. But
you'd be walking on the bike lanes and somebody would yell at you so fast.
I wouldn't walk on the bike lanes.
Well, you would sometimes you'd be on your phone and you walk through and
you like Chicago, right? You like Chicago, right?
It's laid out very well. Yeah,
I agree with
that.
So
you like it? You'd be happy in Chicago.
I think I
love Chicago.
I think I would.
Some would tick them off about.
Of course
Chicago.
it would.
Well, of course something's gonna tick me off.
Every single
day.
It's
not all rainbows and lollipops out here, Jimmy. Yeah, something would annoy me.
It is out by me.
But that doesn't change the fact that I'd live in a proper city with real public transportation.
I consider myself living in a proper city.
Like something to do after 9 p.m.
What? Sit on your couch?
You're going to bed, baby. What is that?
That'd be nice.
What do you want to do? Go to the club?
I'd like to do something else other than just shut it down at 10 p.m.
Pimp out your house.
But this city shuts it down at 10 p.m. So that's what we do.
Not back in the day.
Not back in the day, they didn't. But
Cam, I
was a child back in the day.
That's true. Cam, I found over 100 arrowheads in a Merrimack around Eureka. You lived in one of the best spots in the country to find. Dude, I used to find arrowheads living out yonder almost every week.
That's cool.
Arrowheads.
Cahokia is one of the largest civilizations in
50,000 people.
This side of the on this hemisphere in literally human history.
50,000 people in a town, Cahokia.
That's the low estimate.
The river was different then, obviously. It was a lot different. A lot of rivers are. They change every year, by the way. But
I want to find an arrowhead.
You gotta
come out yonder.
Oh yeah,
come out yonder.
They're all over the place.
Oh, they're all over the place.
Doing a lot.
It's incredible.
I do
a lot of fighting going on back.
Being in St. Louis, I grew up a lot, and so I
thought it was peaceful.
I was out of Beaumont all the time, and yeah, you can find that stuff out on like the creek that runs through Beaumont and Antire. You find an arrowhead in there every once in a while.
They lived in harmony.
Oh yeah,
well, they were slaughtering each other.
I don't know about the ones here. I don't really learned enough. The Chippewa.
They were hardcore.
Because life is hard.
No doubt.
So
they're trying to take what you have, and you're trying to take what it's just
life's hard, but don't complain about anything. Don't ever have anything. Don't ever have a negative opinion about things.
There's a difference between...
I like your negative opinions, so I get it out of you.
Here's the thing.
I bring the best out of you.
I try to explain to people. They're like, "Why are you so negative on that morning show?" I'm like, "Because I try to make Cam smile."
That's it.
I'm like, I don't think people understand. There's like this. There's this reverse thing where it's like the angrier I am, the happier Cam is.
It's so weird.
And so my entire job on the show is just to make Cam happy. So
it's simple.
So people think my anger is a bad thing. No,
it's great.
My anger is feeding happiness.
There it is.
But he just compared civilizations from long ago that fought to survive,
fought to live, couldn't
and
find food.
Living in a city where he can't go to an art gallery at 11 at night.
They all had to deal with humans who suck.
Yeah, I'd like to go back in time though.
I think
I'd like to go back.
You'd be
in
a
time.
Viking.
Oh yeah.
You would pillage. You would pillage.
You would see me coming from miles away in the castle, looking over the cliffside, and you're like, "Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus! Ring the bell! Ring the bell! Hide the women and children! Hide the women and children!
I'm gonna poke this blonde dude with something sharp.
It's over. You better hide.
That's what I'd be thinking.
Because we're taking over.
That's what I'd be thinking.
Holy cow!
I'm gonna poke this long-haired weirdo with a stick.
You imagine that?
Why do you smell so good?
What? You imagine? You've seen hundreds of ships coming.
What are you doing, you weirdo?
What do you mean?
Why do you smell so good?
You just noticed that? Do I smell good? Are you being?
I think.
Are you lying to me?
It's a joke.
The
English.
I put
the English
clone on today.
The English and the French made fun of the Vikings because they smelled better than them. Because the Vikings bathed a lot more than Western Europeans did.
And I guess it's cold
bathed
too,
in blood.
So literally, it's funny because
savages.
Like all of these books were written by people in England, and they called them savages, and these are the worst people in the world. And then essentially, it gets down to the fact that they just talked crap about the Vikings because the Vikings came over. They were taller, they had longer hair, they bathed more. And so essentially, English people call Vikings demons because the Vikings
and they kicked your ass.
The Vikings showed up, and the English lost to them, and all the English women wanted the Vikings more than the English guys, and so that's why the English just talk crap.
They had better teeth
about the Vikings for 200 years, is because they're just pissy that these better-looking dudes showed up.
I'd be pissed
all
too.
The women.
The Vikings would go from place to place.
You don't know what you're talking about.
And destroy villages and steal.
You don't know what you're talking about.
They did.
You don't know what you're talking about.
The Vikings weren't.
Fine.
They weren't nomadic.
No, you don't know what you're talking about. That's my point.
I'll research it. I think you're wrong. And they would.
Okay.
They were the fiercest warriors, and they would just.
What's he wrong about exactly?
I just like most of the Vikings who raided Western Europe were first of all, the majority of the time they were traders. They would randomly break out and attack like one village every once in a while, but then most of the time they were just on trading missions. And they would break out and they'd raid a village every once in a while because they were low on supplies. And they'd go to a big town and they'd immediately trade that supplies back to the people that they just stole it from. And they would do that every once in a while. But especially in England, they were trying to resettle in England because the farmland was garbage in Norway. They couldn't keep any animals alive for long periods of time. They were dirt poor. And so they came over to England, and parts of the group came over to say, we're going to take their gold and take it back home. But a huge chunk of them said, we're going to go over to England and we're going to live there. and we're going to create lives there because it's going to be easier. Farming is going to be better. Livestock's going to be fatter. We're going to be fatter and richer because of it.
More perks.
They wanted to live there. That's why we have Normandy. Why do we have Normandy? Because of the Normans. Who are the Normans? The Normans are Norsemen, Northmen who settled in France because they didn't want to go back to Denmark. They didn't want to go back to Norway because life would be better if they just stayed in Europe.
What if they would have creeped down a little bit farther in the U.S. when they went over to Nova Scotia and they found a little bit, better weather, maybe in like Virginia area or
they roll up
South Carolina,
in what is they called Vinland or Vineland, because I guess the vegetation they found just reminded them of all the berries they had that made wine, I guess.
But they would have just kept going down a little bit farther.
They probably fought Indians.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I guess the archaeological things we have now is that there was like they landed here like Leif Erikson or his descendant, and they probably got in a fight with an Indians like right off the bat.
Right off the bat, the Indians are watching like, okay, let's go. Let's set the
Dude
traps.
shows up to take your food. You're gonna be like, okay, let's get rid of this guy right now.
No doubt.
The Vikings, according to AI, were not truly nomadic, but they were seafaring Scandinavians who raided, traded, and settled. The raiding took place in the summer months where they would locate a wealthy thing and attack them and take their stuff. But then many settled in places in Scandinavia.
And had children?
According to AI.
To be fair, ring that bell, Jimmy.
Well, because they
reach over there and ring that bell.
Well, the seafaring to me.
Ring that bell for me.
You said they didn't raid.
I did say they raid. I said they weren't nomadic.
They raid.
I said they were not nomadic.
I said they were nomadic raiders. This says seafaring raiders.
That's not nomadic.
Football team.
It's not nomadic.
St. Louis wants. Hey, you want a backyard paradise next summer? You damn right you do. Talk to Merrimack Pools and Outdoors now. Merrimack Pools and Outdoors is a family-owned St. Louis business helping families make the most of their backyard. From pools and patios to outdoor kitchens, fire features, and even sport courts, they'll design and build a perfect retreat for relaxing, entertaining, and making memories. With a free on-site consultations, professional designs, and over 25 years of experience, Merrimack Pools and Outdoors will bring your vision to life. Start your backyard transformation today at SplashSTL.com. That's SplashSTL.com. You want to just keep going, Rock, or what do you?
No, I'll take a short break.
Okay, all right.
Actually, no.
We're going to keep going.
We're just going to have to keep going.
We're just going to have to. We got to keep going.
Minute of the show or so. I'll have to make some edits.
We are going to have to keep going.
Sorry, boys.
Let's see. Yeah, it's all good.
Jim tripped into one of my niche obsessions.
Is it niche or niche?
I thought it was niche.
Niche. I think you.
Are they different?
I think if you find a niche, you then have a niche there.
I'm not sure, but I do know that there are a lot of victims of the Vikings.
Oh man, I wonder if I have that in my blood.
Who's the greatest Viking of all time?
They're the same word, apparently.
Fran Tarkenton.
Rollo.
Fran Tarkenton.
Rollo
the Walker. Cameron Janssen.
What's a walker?
We're probably related.
Rollo the Walker was called that because he was so tall. Because back then in Europe, people didn't have horses; they had ponies mostly. All the movies are wrong. So he's called Rollo the Walker because he was so tall that when he rode his horse, which was a pony, his feet would scrape the ground. So when he was riding a horse,
what was his actual height? Do you think? Because people have gotten bigger.
I think he was legitimately like 6'1", 6'2", and that was giant. Back
Imagine him just
like Abraham Lincoln was what, 6'4"?
Lincoln was six. Yeah, Washington was like 6'2", and he was huge in his days. Yeah. Lincoln was like 6'4", and he was huge in his
and
days.
He was huge.
Washington.
Like
I thought Lincoln was like 6'6". Maybe that was a little bit of a kid thing. But yeah, Roll the Walker.
Man,
I love that.
Yeah, dang. Yeah, you'll be going there next year. You're gonna be going up there.
We're not doing the real fun stuff is over in Normandy. We're doing England, but I got stuff. Don't worry, I got plenty of stuff to dive into there.
Yeah,
I think
I'm going to see the stuff for the Norman Conquest. Battle Abbey, baby.
Yeah.
Can't wait. So excited.
You would have been a Viking. I think I would have been like a cobbler, shoe repairman or something. A nice little shop.
No, you would be. What would you be? You'd have your hands in a lot of stuff.
Be a politician.
Exactly. Who are you kidding?
Take a little skim
and then
off
me and you would
top.
have a little connection where you needed me, I needed you. Like that's what. Oh man! All right. Well, we appreciate you listening, and we're going to be here tomorrow. That's what it is. We're going to be here tomorrow at 8:00. I'm going to bring the heat again. We'll see all y'all tomorrow. This is Hot Take Central 2.0. When it's time to bring the energy, don't fake it.
Fuel it. Drink Thunder is the all-natural, plant-based, fruit-based pre-workout drink that gives you real results without the junk. No sugar, no crash, just clean energy, powered by nature, and loaded with vitamins.